you guys want to do the recap, go for it.
I was joking. I was just looking at my one-word sentence.
We beat up the hag. We came back and we made soup.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
And I
Doesn't
was really
require-
exhausted by getting lost in the snow as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got 2
That was
points.
pretty much.
Wait.
That was pretty much the entire session.
So I heard I got inspiration. How did that happen?
Okay, so Jared, do you want to explain that?
So,
By proxy.
right. So when we were fighting the hag, she revealed her natural form, which is, you know, bad news. So as Satha, I used command, the spell, and I said disguise,
Oh.
but she saved. It was still cool though.
It was still a really, really good idea. So
Yeah.
I was into it. So I thought.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, we were like, oh.
I mean, Leo should get the inspiration since it's
I
like
already
the-
had inspiration that session.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
you got it.
I see.
Yeah, it was a good session apparently.
I had fun during that session.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right then. So where did we leave off actually?
We're in the
we-
tavern at night.
I think it's
Yeah.
like the evening because we just
Yeah.
figured out that the pot runs out, and I
Yeah.
think that was like basically the end of the day.
Yeah, Captain Indra stopped by and you
Yeah.
attempted to show the cauldron off once again, but unfortunately this time when you placed water in the cauldron instead, it did not
I
work.
believe there was some scheme that involved freezing it and
Yeah,
Yes,
I-
yeah,
obstacles.
We got plenty of it.
Did,
yeah,
did,
there's soup balls.
did you try
And I think we
putting?
filled a bunch of barrels or something too.
Yeah, you guys managed to fill like maybe about like I would say pretty much you probably got like a full barrel of soup out of it.
Nice.
And what was it, Monk?
Did you try putting snow in it?
That's kind
yeah,
of what
so-
we've been doing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
like melting snow,
Yeah.
water, and then putting it.
Okay, so it has to melt first. Or
Yeah, I believe that-
Otherwise, it would be soup snow.
I assume it
I'm
has
not
to be.
sure.
Weird.
I think it would probably melt in the pot.
Yeah,
It does
probably.
heat up. The soup does heat.
Did we try it not on the fire like I wanted to, or is that something we were going
Yeah.
to do?
It was just cold soup.
Yeah, we did do that? Okay, good.
Yeah, you guys tried a couple of different things. I think you tried throwing meat into it. You tried just putting the water into a hand, and then Sniver came along and stirred her a little bit, and that was the thing that managed to trigger it.
Yep.
It's a
Genius.
smart sniver.
Thank you.
Never pulled a smart.
wait,
Sniver did indeed do it smart.
is like all my HP and stuff correct?
I don't think you took any damage.
I think
No, you guys
we're...
demolished the hag.
Have we had a rest?
Well, we're about...
You're about to get your long rest.
Okay.
We probably had a short rest, but not though.
Right. I mean, just for
yeah,
my
yeah,
hit
yeah.
dice, that's the only thing I'm missing. So
Right, gotcha. By the
maybe
way, Damien,
spells.
you can maybe take Santa away from me.
did you? Oh yeah, you used up all my spells. I see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If
cool.
it helps, we saved Snibber from dying.
Yeah, I think that's like you weren't really fighting much in that session. You just saved.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's worth. I guess.
I mean, it's...
the only person who could heal, so yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I personally think it was worth.
Okay. Okay.
Debatable.
I mean, he owes us now.
I mean, yeah, he owes me twice now.
I said that earlier. I repeat, thank you.
Probably
You're
should have
welcome.
killed him after we got away from the hag so we didn't have to watch him try to fucking eat it.
Oh god.
Hey man, I don't want to waste a kill.
That wasn't really.
Living man.
So I guess it's roughly about like 7-8 p.m. at this point. Captain Indra is still in the tavern talking to some of the people who've popped in. But apart from that, is there anything is there anything else that you wish to do?
Was it Captain... Who said for us there's like a mine full of kobolds or something?
Pretty much
Everyone.
everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Scythorn told.
So what, Tourmaline?
Yeah, Termalite. Yeah, Scythorn told both Sniver and Leo about it, and then the captain mentioned it to you as well. Oh shit! Your sneak attack went up. Let's go.
Didn't know you speak Draconic.
Fuck, forget about that.
All right then. Is there anything else you wish
Yeah,
to do?
I think I'm just going to sleep off some of my exhaustion. So I've got.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh shit, I've still got 2, I think.
Yeah, same. I don't really have
Damien.
much to.
Yeah.
Actually, did
We did add up my health, didn't we?
We did
We
rest
did,
day,
yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we came back and didn't Leo not get out of
Yeah.
bed that day?
Yeah, until there was soup in the evening.
Yeah,
No,
so
yeah,
like,
that
we
was
have
that was
had
the
one
evening
rest.
where.
Oh yeah, sorry. You
Yeah.
have had
Yeah,
one long rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when Sniver slept in the cauldron.
So
Yeah.
Sathi, you would have your hit die back.
Definitely.
Your hit dice
Yeah.
back.
Okay, and
Yeah.
my spell's nice.
And your spells, of course. Yeah.
This is the day we just like went out and got exhausted.
Productive.
Ooh, there's one thing I almost forgot. I need to pull up the weather charts.
Oh.
So do I knock off 1 level per? Well, it'll do it automatically per long
For long
rest.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I have any exhaustion?
I don't think
No, you were perfectly fine, I believe.
Oh, nice.
If you did, it was only like 1 point. I think Leo's the only one who got
Yeah.
more than 1.
Yeah.
I got 3.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was very close to dying.
Not close to dying, but close to.
Well, to be fair, I was only potentially 3 hours away from dying.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, depending on how kind the 3 hours would be.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I can't find a pen anywhere. Why can't I find a pen or a pencil?
I got a couple of jobs.
Did people like have to carry you since you were like half sweet?
Well, we were in boats.
Oh right.
Yeah, and then I think I can't remember.
You guys just discuss amongst yourselves for less than a minute. I need to run downstairs to get one of my pencils because I think I took them all downstairs for the home game.
Okay. I guess an important thing we missed, Monk, is that Satha was one of very few people who listened to Leo in taking back the Cauldron.
Yeah.
And yeah, a heroic act, I would say.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure you had nothing to do with that, but that's cool.
I mean, I think there were only 2 of us who didn't really care about it.
Yeah, I didn't care about the cauldron.
Yeah, we were just kind of like, fuck it, I don't care, it's a
I
cauldron.
think
It's a fucking cauldron.
I mean, what made you like curious about it?
But we did that.
We knew it
Because
was
it's
magical.
magical.
Did I use comprehend languages or something to read the text on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like,
someone
we knew it
like
was
used
magical.
detect magic.
Yeah.
I think we just
We
used
saw
Arcana.
that it had arcane
Vigils.
markings.
Ah, cool. I see.
And it wasn't hot, even though
Oh yeah,
there
it
was
was
fire
cold.
under it.
Yeah, it was cool to the touch.
The soup was hot, but not the Cauldron.
Why the fuck would you guys not want a magical item at this level?
Neon was
'Cause
the
it's
whole
like 2
cannibalism
feet wide.
and it was gross and
Well,
Yeah, we
I
left a lot out.
forfeited my right to any treasure on this quest, so.
Yeah, I did leave that part out. There were human remains in that cauldron when they first got it.
That's true.
Right.
It's since been empty. It's since been emptied, so there are no like fingers in there anymore. But
Sniver gave it a quick lick clean, it's fine.
Still
Yeah.
licked it clean.
Yeah.
Please stop speaking.
And then I slept in it.
Of course.
yeah, true story. He did.
Also,
And I put the
Monk,
lid on.
hold on, what's his name? Yeah, Daneth Whalen, who is, I think, the current mayor.
Townspeaker.
Town speaker. He offered us 2,500 gold worth of gems.
Yeah, I actually listened to that. I watched like parts of it and skipped through it a bit, but yeah,
Sure.
that's cool.
Although at the end, Captain Imdra was saying that he doesn't seem to actually care that much about the people of the town most of the time.
Oh,
And it seems more that he's just wanting to be re-elected, which is happening quite soon. So him having this cauldron would be a very good reason for him to get re-elected. Which is probably why he wants it.
Because he wouldn't need to have any more human sacrifices.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big part. If they can sacrifice food instead of people, essentially.
Well, do we give it to him or not? Like,
That was the plan.
I mean, what
Well, I
else are we
mean-
gonna
Well,
do?
yeah,
with it?
I've got no qualms.
is there
Yeah.
like
Giving it
another?
for 2,500 gold of gems. So
Is
I
there
mean,
like
what you then do with the gems is another question. But
Yeah.
what's his competition?
Actually, the lizard
other guy?
boy. What's his fucking name?
Lizard boy.
Python.
He's a
Python.
tiefling.
I mean, we
Yeah,
could,
yeah, yeah.
we could give it
I
to
was
him.
just thinking of the picture. and I was like,
Basically
he's
a
got
lizard
scales,
boy.
maybe.
close enough.
Tieflings
I
are
haven't met
nothing
him
like
yet.
lizards.
I don't know if you squint and you know.
Yeah, if you
Really
take your
hard.
glasses off,
You
maybe.
squint so hard that you close your eyes.
Wow, you
And then
humans are all
imagine
the
a
same.
lizard.
I mean, if he seems cool, we could give it to him.
Look, my memory's not that good, okay?
I don't think he's offered us anything for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about it.
He's just the competition that the speaker has.
Yeah. I mean, we could ask him if we want. Although Danath Whalen already doesn't know about it, so he could potentially use that against Scythorn if we give it to Scythorn.
Python's a nice guy, but I don't know if he has 2,500 gold in gems.
I mean, who knows? I mean, we could
Well,
go
I
like
mean, who
back
would?
and forth and get them to upscale each other, end up with 5,000 worth of gold.
Yeah, I like this plan.
Yeah. Maybe
Bidding
thinking
war.
the
So much for helping people, huh?
the merchants as well.
I never
Throwing
signed
a
up for
third bid
that.
in there.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Leo was the only person who gave a fuck about helping people.
That's
Everyone
what
else is
Sapa
like-
did.
Oh, so, yeah, Sata probably cares.
Fucking silly people. Why do you help them?
Me playing Satan did.
I love Scary's attitude, and it's like, I go out and hunt like nearly every day. Why would you not just go out and do that? Like, you people
Why
like...
can't you just look after yourself, you fucking...
Goddamn dull fucking claimants.
And Darwin is Goliath.
Yeah, Scary is a true liberal.
Okay,
Oh,
then.
you know what I do want to do before
What do
we
you
go
wanna
to
do?
bed? I want to go outside, and throw some bag of tricks animals around to see what else I've got in here.
Okay.
We throw him in the
No.
Throw him in the cauldron.
No, I'm going outside because I don't know what the fuck is gonna come out of here.
Like toss it in the town square.
The dire honey badger.
Wait,
Alright,
so-
if you're going to do that, roll a d8 for me.
Okay. It'll be like behind the tavern, probably not where there's a lot of people. So
We
The little kids' play park, yeah?
Is it still a whiteout?
That's attached
No,
to the
it's only light snow for the moment.
I got a 1, which is
Okay.
a weasel. Okay.
Yep, you got a weasel.
You got a
Alright,
little stone
and then
Did
I'm
it die
gonna
off the
throw
throne?
another one. Oh, no. A 5. That was the... Oh, that's a fucking panther.
Wow! That's a panther.
I'm going back inside now.
You just
Fight
hear the
for
sound
me,
of
my
a weasel
pretties.
screaming outside.
Wait,
Leon
I-
kind of walks back into the tavern looking a little bit scared, and then before you can even say, "What's the matter, Leon?" you just see this. You just hear like a dunk dunk on the back door, and through the window you can see a giant feline head just poking in, just like looking into the tavern.
I'm gonna command it to fuck off.
The fuck is that?
But what did
It
you
pops up.
do?
Oh,
Wait, do you not have control over those?
yeah, I can command them, but I think pulling out a panther would probably be a little surprising.
How far do you want it to fuck off?
Just out of town. It can go disappear when the dawn happens.
Okay.
Fuck off and die is the command.
Does it not like disappear?
Yeah, it'll disappear,
Okay.
but not till dawn. I don't think.
Ah.
Really sorry about this. Someone's at the door. Hang on.
Okay, sure.
I don't
Well,
want to
that'll
play
be
with you
useful.
anymore.
I think a panther is going to be a lot more useful than a rat the next time we have to fight something.
Well, don't roll whatever you rolled for a rat.
Rats are 2s.
And yeah, panthers don't have pack tactics, man. All other
That's
packs.
true.
Or do they not?
I don't know if they do actually.
Actually,
they probably.
I'll check.
Aren't they solitary animals?
They
They
yeah,
don't.
I'd have thought they
True,
were.
yeah, good point. Yeah, probably not.
But it does do a lot more damage.
Yeah, but where's the dire honey badger?
Is that 8?
I don't know.
I guess Wolfhunter. That's probably a giant elk.
Yeah, it is.
Also, isn't like a jet black panther like the worst thing to have in a snow climate because it's like the most visible
Yeah.
thing you can imagine.
Not on a white
I guess,
earth, though,
white
right?
snow. Oh yeah, I suppose.
That will probably become white eventually.
I guess anytime it's dark, it's fine.
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
most of the time, so.
Did I miss anything?
No.
But
Not really.
I can't believe Leon passed up an opportunity to have a pet panther for a day.
Well, it's the evening anyway. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
If we're done with the cauldron for today, I could take it upstairs and look after it, because it could get stolen down here.
That's true.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. Well, let's be more careful with it this time, taking it upstairs instead of just throwing
As
it down the stairs.
As I roll it through the kitchen.
There is still quite a bit of watered down soup in there.
We can take it.
Too
up
late
there,
now.
dump
We
it.
just freeze it.
Yeah, I can use shape water and just take it all out and throw it outside or whatever.
Yeah, you can do that, no problem.
Is that a first level spell?
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah, shape boards are super useful. I actually found some guy who actually wrote like a full-on guide about it and its different uses. It was crazy.
I mean, isn't there like only a small amount you can move at a time, or?
No, it's a 5-foot cube.
Oh shit! That's like a broken
water.
cantrip.
That's insane.
Yep.
It is
In the
pretty
right context.
insane.
Yeah. And like I can
Like
freeze
shape-
it if I want, as long as
Shape
there's nothing
water
living in
out
it.
of your body.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line with shape boards. It's like, no, I'm not gonna let you freeze the water in his fucking lungs to insta-kill him. That's where I draw
Yeah.
the line with that
I
cantrip.
figured you wouldn't let any dumb shit like that happen.
Yeah, there's another spell as well. I think it lets you create something, and it doesn't specify like in a space that you can see, and like you could actually like I forget what the spell is, but like you can like fill somebody's lungs up with like stone or something like that. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
No, you can.
Not the intended use of that spell. So, any more business?
All right.
I'm gonna hamster wheel the cauldron upstairs.
I think people will help you with that.
No, I'm watching. This could be fun.
Okay, I'm not helping because I
I'm-
have no muscles left. But
I'm probably not much help. Can I use
Everybody's
Mage
looking
Hand?
at you.
I'll use Mage Hand to help. Does that work?
Everyone's looking at me, and I'm just looking at him.
Yeah, I think you can lift up, is it up to 10 pounds?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I could push it with Mage Hand, right? That's
A
probably more
cast
useful.
iron cauldron is going to be heavy.
Yeah, you're not lifting that with Mage Hand. There's no chance.
No, but I can help.
yeah, but it
right?
can help, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
you can push it.
Yeah, there you go.
Getting it up the stairs is a different matter.
Oh, that's that. This isn't my area of expertise.
I mean, I'll help. I
Same.
guess.
Someone remind me, what did I say the bartender's name was?
Steve.
Steve. Steve.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, Steve.
That's
Big
right.
Steve, yeah, of course.
Better not scuff the floors with that fucking thing.
You
Yes, sir.
you did it last night. What do you mean?
I imagine the floor is already pretty scuffed, eh?
Oh yeah, it's fucked. It's really bad.
Little character.
Like that'll be a problem.
So is anybody helping Sniver get the cauldron upstairs?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to let him fail a few times first. And then
Alright, Sniver, make me an athletics check.
Well, it's not this helping soon.
Oh, okay. Are you proficient in athletics, Safa?
I am.
Okay, with advantage then, Sniver.
Well, it's a balanced roll because I'm exhausted. So
Oh, okay.
15.
15?
I mean,
Yeah,
can't
you
I
got-
take lead?
You definitely can. I think like halfway up the stairs you can see Sniver starting to run out of steam a little bit. So you're just like, I just move. And then you grab the top part and you begin to lead. And eventually, after about like, I don't know, 5 minutes of struggle, you manage to get it upstairs and into one of the rooms.
Yeah, I kind of want it to be protected too. At least like.
I'll sit in it once it's in the room.
Okay.
I mean, I guess
That's my bed for tonight.
I hate it, but that is kind of kind of a safe way to do it.
Yeah.
Do any of you remember if we paid for this night?
You
He
did
said,
not.
he said it was free for all the food.
Yeah.
He's giving you tonight for free, though.
Okay, cool.
Because we supplied with like shitloads of fucking soup.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't technically supply him with anything. He just helped himself. He just kept walking in and like topping up his bowl. He was like, "Nice one," and fucks off back into the room.
We got some drinks in return as well.
Yeah.
I'm alright with this guy. Just kind of
Yeah.
minding his own business. Not asking us questions.
And we did fill a barrel for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything anyone wants to do before we...
No.
Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah. Goodbye.
I'm tired and I might be barred from the other tavern, so
Are we
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
He went to the wet shop.
Yeah.
He went to the wet shop and tried to advertise that they were selling cheap soup. And the bartender caught him and chased them out.
So are we
that's
gonna
great.
go to bed and then wake up at level 3 and be like, damn, that soup is something else?
Just like keep eating it, level up every night.
Oh. Maybe we should get identify.
Who knows?
Mm.
I do. This is not magic level up.
Yeah, we know, don't worry. We all know.
Well, anyone wants to donate to my ink funds, then fine.
How much do you need?
50 gold.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have anywhere near that.
Exactly,
No.
yeah. So, I think at the moment, unless we
Wait,
can
50,
find some
50 gold
experts,
for what? Sorry.
if we wanted to, to be able to learn identify,
Ah, yeah.
I pull out 50 copper.
because the only other person I can think of that might be sort of familiar with artifacts is that Gajin, that merchant, but they didn't really seem to know. They just pretty much
Yeah,
winged it as far as I gathered.
there's also the question if
Yeah.
like the ink would cost that much here or more. Or is it just 50 gold's worth of ink?
It's just.
Oh no, it's 50 gold worth of ink.
Okay.
Yeah, but he is right. She might charge him a little bit more for that. Because like when you say like I want 50 gold's worth of ink, it would be I would imagine it would be like official measurements and stuff like that. Like, you know, can I have 2
Yeah.
pots of magic ink and stuff like that?
I think it's really
Yeah.
up to the campaign how they interpret that.
Probably scarce the upcharger.
Alright, I bring my blanket, my duvet, and the other person's duvet back up with me.
Who's rooming with who?
As long as I'm not with Sniver, I don't mind.
Don't we have like set rooms by now?
I'm pretty sure like I was with Leo most of the time.
No,
I think
sure.
Scary and Satha were sharing a room, so that leaves Lando.
Hey, Landa!
He walks
friend.
through, he goes, "Hey, Landa."
I mean, it is the best room though, because then you can put like alarm on the door and stuff with the cauldron.
It's very true.
Yep, and put the lid on the cauldron.
I think you did
And
that last
steal
night
it.
Tell
too.
it, Charles.
Yep, I'm doing this every night. You don't want to get cold, do you, Sniver? You want the top on.
Yeah,
I don't think he's got much say in the matter.
plus it'll be a surprise. If anyone tries to take the cauldron, I'll leap out.
Yeah, what a shame that would be.
I'm confused.
You know what the best way to get rid of confusion is? Sleep it off.
Okay.
Dunk. He sits down in the cauldron.
I never know how to interact with Landa. Very smart.
Did you just say that out loud?
Yeah, into the pot. Go under the pot.
Meanwhile, I just hear sort of just a muffled, echoed version of that.
With your passive perception, I think you'd probably be able to gather he said the word Landa or something like that. I'm not sure what he said, but he definitely mentioned you.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking sleep. I need to get rid of this exhaustion.
Okay. So, you have all made your way to bed, and sleep for most of you is easy to come by. And as you drift into unconsciousness, some of you begin to have dreams. Sniver, you dream a familiar scene. You open your eyes after meditating for a little while to look over the cliff you were camped at a couple of months back into the vast tundra. The campfire that you made a few hours ago has burned down to embers, and sat across from you is your former traveling companion and master, a man whose name you never knew. A human in his late 70s, long white hair, weathered face, slim to the point of concern, perhaps. As you come out of your meditation, he notices and he smiles. And he says, "Very good, little one. You see, I told you. Keep practicing, focus on your ki, and in time, you'll be able to do this with ease." He then looks over the cliff and into the tundra, and his expression changes. A look of sadness comes across his face. His eyes begin to glisten as tears begin to form in the corners of his eyes. But his smile doesn't fade. Without turning back to you, he says, "Well, my time has come, little one. It was an honor to share my gifts with you before it was all over. I know you're far from home and afraid. Life without your family will be tough for a while. But in time, you'll get used to this. And who knows, perhaps you'll make a new family of your own one day. Remember the promises that you made me. Before your time comes, pass on the knowledge that I have passed on to you." And with that, he stands, dusts himself down, faces the tundra, takes a deep breath, and says, "Farewell, my friend. Maybe we see each other again in the fields of Arcadia." And with that, he makes his way down the small cliff face you were perched on, and walks on into the tundra. And you watch him for a little while before the snow begins to fall. And with each passing minute, the snowfall gets thicker and thicker, and a storm begins to pick up. And before long, you can no longer see your friend. You sit and take a moment to let it sink in. After which, you grab your backpack, you grab your quarterstaff, pop your hat on, and begin your journey into 10 towns before the scene once again fades to black. Skari, you also have a familiar dream.
Okay.
You stand high up in the mountains at the entrance of a cave, looking down into the valleys. Your younger siblings are around you, wrestling with each other in the snow. Beside you, you see a pack bag filled to the brim with nothing but meat that your mother insisted that you take with you, and the brand new axe that your father has gifted you, a present for taking your first steps into becoming a man. A towering figure comes and stands next to you, placing their warm arm around your shoulder, pulling you into an embrace. And your mother says, "You sure you have everything you need? Do you need meat? More meat, my boy?" And before you can even respond, another voice booms from inside the cave. "For goodness sake, woman, do not coddle him. He is a man now, and he will take care of himself." She smiles and pulls you into an even tighter hug for a few moments. She eventually lets you go before she places a hand over your heart and she says, "Never forget, little one. You will always be one of us. Should you ever need help, call upon the strength of your ancestors. We will always be with you." And with that, she gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she gathers up your siblings and heads back into your home. And you take a look back into the cave one last time. Your brothers and sisters all wave you goodbye. Your mother looks on the verge of tears, and your father stops fiddling about with the fairs he's working on, and he looks up at you, just gives you a simple nod, and then goes straight back to working on his fairs. And then you grab your pack, your axe, and you begin your journey to manhood. Leon, give me a moment to change the music.
Oh no.
Ruh-roh.
Not gonna lie, Damien, that was sick.
Thank you. No, it's not over yet. The torture's only just begun. Leon, your dream is different. You find yourself stood on a huge sheet of ice, floating in a sea of moving ice, the full moon in the sky illuminating everything around you. You drift on the sheet of ice for a little while before, just off in the distance, you see an island getting closer and closer. The chunk of ice you're floating on slows down gradually before coming to a stop at the shoreline, and a figure emerges from the tree line and slowly begins to approach you. As it gets closer, you begin to make out more details, and the closer it gets, the more your heart begins to pound and fear begins to creep into your mind. The crystal around your neck begins to grow colder and colder and cold to the point where it hurts. And it's a strange sensation that you are just not used to. The cloaked figure stands about 6.5 feet tall, bipedal and stooped over. It has a humanoid-shaped body, but it's covered in white feathers from head to toe. And its head is that of an owl, but with curled horns atop its head. And it has large, glowing, icy blue eyes. It walks onto the sheet of ice where you are, and instinctively, you try and turn away and you try and run away from this thing, but you find yourself paralyzed, frozen on the spot, unable to blink, unable to move. And the figure stands inches away from your face as it begins to inspect you. And a feathered hand reaches out and traces its fingers across the ice that coats your neck. And without opening its beak, it begins to talk to you, its voice layered and whispery. Sevik was right. Bloodline has made its way back to me. Not strong enough yet, though. Needs to be awakened. And then the figure reaches one of its hands into its cloak and pulls out a glowing icicle. It looks at the icicle for a few moments before, in the blink of an eye, it stabs the icicle into your neck. The pain, almost unbearable, as she keeps pushing it deeper and deeper and deeper into your neck. Before she whispers one final thing. Stronger. Grow. Then return to me. And just like that, the dream ends. You awake in a cold sweat, breathing heavily, and you put your hands up to your neck, and the ice that normally coats your neck is gone.
Oh. Would all ice patches I have be gone?
Yes, they're gone.
Interesting. And my stone's still there, right?
Stone's still there.
Feels normal?
Weirdly glowing gently. Still really cold.
I don't think I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Wait, so that was when he woke up, there was no ice?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Satha, you cannot get to sleep. You all night are tossing and turning and readjusting your covers, readjusting your pillow, and
surreal.
you just sorry. And it just feels maddening. It's like it feels that like you've been in this bed for hours upon hours upon hours, and you feel like not in this place, but you feel by now the sun should have risen. You should be awake. You should be rising for the day, but you just cannot get to sleep. At some point, you glance over to the window, and you see a ball of flame hovering just in front of the window. What do you do?
Well, that's not normal. I kind of get up, and I get like a better angle on it. Like, is it? Can you tell me anything more about its appearance?
As you stand up and you walk towards the ball of flame, it begins to take shape. You can see within the flame a face. It doesn't really have that many distinguishing features about it, other than it's possibly masculine. And you hear a voice in your head that says, Do you still wish to be my champion?
What does that even mean?
And you recognize the voice from a previous stream that you had.
What would that entail?
The voice speaks again and it says, leave behind your weapon, leave behind your furs, come to me. And the flame drifts down from the window and hovers in front of the entranceway of the tavern. What do you do?
Good fucking question. What was my previous dream?
The dream, a figure that was made entirely of flame apologized for the necessary evil
Oh, right, yeah.
bringing you to this place and said, the path that you walk is going to be long and hard, but it begins here. We will meet again soon.
I think, yeah, that would make me trust him a bit, that previous stream. I forgot a bit about it. So, he wants me to go down naked? Like, what does it mean, leave my furs?
It's like your cloak and stuff like that you would gather.
Okay. I mean...
Not entirely naked.
Alright, I'll head on downstairs. I think Safa is way too curious.
You head downstairs into the tavern. All is quiet down there. Steve is currently asleep, dead to the world. It's amazing this place doesn't get robbed more often.
Ooh, I got an idea. Nah, keep going.
You open the door, and the flame is still there, and it says again into your mind. It says, "Follow, come to me," and it begins to drift down the street. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking answers.
As you begin to follow, it takes you through the majority of the town, and then you begin to notice that the buildings become less and less clustered. And as you reach a certain point, you realize that this is taking you out of town. Like, this is going off into the tundra. Do you continue to follow?
What's the weather like?
It's beginning to snow really heavily, and you get the sense that a blizzard's beginning to pick up. And the voice speaks to you again. Prove your worth to me again. Follow. Come to me.
Who are you?
I am the one that gives you life.
What? Before I go, who am I? What did you do to me?
I did what you asked of me. Now you must do what I ask of you. That was the bargain that we agreed upon.
Why don't I remember?
Come and I shall explain.
Okay, I kinda just follow.
As you begin to follow, he takes you a little bit further out of town, and almost the moment that you began to walk towards it again, the blizzard picks up again, and it is ferocious. You are freezing cold, and as you walk further and further and further, you feel your limbs begin to seize up with the cold. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Can I do my usual trick? Pop up a produce flame to just help a little bit?
You try and produce the flame, nothing happens.
Alright, had enough of my bullshit, I see. That's fair. 10.
10. You keep trudging through the snow. Keep firing up. Keep going on. Keep going on. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Before eventually the cold gets so bad that you can only collapse to your knees. You begin to breathe in heavy and heavy and heavy breath. The flame stops in front of you, and you recall nothing, correct?
Not anything before I woke up in this land.
I will be sparse with the details, because what you were, who you were, is irrelevant. For months and months, each night, you fell to your knees in prayer. You begged and beseeched any of the divine who would listen to make your pain go away, to make you stronger, to make you whole again, to not repeat your mistakes again. I watched with curiosity. I watched as you became more and more desperate to prove your worth to those around you. It was pathetic. So I decided to answer your prayers. I decided to give you the new life that you seek. And in exchange, you promised to be my champion and to bring my light where it is needed most. I brought you here because my light is needed most here.
Insight.
Make an insight check.
Good luck with that one.
Shit, 9.
9. Hard to read.
That's fair. I mean, he's kind of special.
Yeah. He is just a floating face of fire after all. Will you still uphold your end of the bargain? Better question. Do you still wish to be that strong person? Do you still wish to be a champion of the people?
Yes.
Be stronger? To let go of your fears?
Yes, more than ever, I think.
Then prove it to me again. And rise from the ashes like the phoenix you were always meant to be. And as he says that, the flames begin to swell around you. And the intensity of the heat gets rid of all of the coldness that was inside of your body. Your limbs begin to unseize up, begin to get looser. And the next thing that you can recall is there is an explosion of flame, and your vision fades to black. The rest of you, you all awaken, and you have all had a long rest, so make sure to mark that on your sheet.
Me too?
No, not yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
You awaken to the smell of cooked meats. It would appear that Steve has gotten in a shipment of something or other, and breakfast is being served.
I want to ask Leo if my eyes look normal, or if they've changed since you.
Do they look any different?
Yeah, the ice patches on his neck, which Leo normally does a very good job of covering up, are gone, completely gone, and his eyes are still a very cool shade of blue, but they aren't glowing.
Oh, okay. Leo looks at you kind of shocked with tears in his eyes.
What?
No, like he'd already had them. So they're not glowing, right?
No, not glowing.
No, they do look different.
Huh.
What happened to your like? Kind of points at his collarbone.
I'm not sure. Did you have any weird dreams last night, or?
Why do you ask?
I was wondering if maybe there's something wrong with that soup. I don't know. I had a weird dream.
I mean, I did have a weird dream, but Wait, what was your dream?
It's nothing.
Wait. Was it a scary dream?
I guess. I don't know.
Did you like? How far did it go? What was the worst thing that happened in your dream?
I got stabbed in the neck.
Did you die?
I don't know.
Oh.
Like, do I feel any different with all of, aside from the, like, I know appearance-wise I'm different?
You take a moment to sit and just try and, lack of a better way to put it, try and focus on yourself for a minute, and
Yeah.
you do feel a bit different. Can't quite put your finger on it. It's almost like you're more aware of the magic within you, if that makes sense. Of like the arcane energy that's normally within you. It's strange. It's like you're more aware that it's there than you ever have been in your life.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, yeah. You look healthier. Do you feel okay?
Yeah. Let's just assume this is a good thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah.
How long have you had that ice, by the way? And your eyes? Has it
just
not always been that
sort
good?
of developed as I've gotten older? I assumed it was going to keep going, but
Yeah.
it's just gone now.
Okay. Well, let's hope this is a good thing then.
Yeah.
I guess.
We're just like,
This is good. I hope. Scary, as you wake up and you're feeling pretty good, and you look across the way from you. You're normally the first one up, and Satha's not in her bed, but her fairs and her greatsword are still around the bed area.
Interesting.
Is there anything you wish to do?
Nothing in particular. I'll just head downstairs because I guess she would be down there.
Okay, we'll come to that in just a moment. Lander, you are woken up by your normal alarm clock of Sniver standing up in the pot. Dink! Ah!
Actually, no. Sniver stayed in the
Right
pot.
on cue.
What was that?
Sniver stayed in the pot today.
No, it's your head smashing against the lid of the pot, Snipper.
I know, but he wants to stay in the pot today. He wants to be the last to leave once.
Okay.
So he's gonna have a lion in his pot.
Yeah.
Okay, Lander, this is an even weirder way to wake up because Sniver hasn't bopped his head on the lid of the cauldron again. You begin to have that panic where you think to yourself, shit, have I woken up late? But you listen into the cauldron a little bit, you can hear him snoring away in there. So you're like, oh, okay, he's still there.
Yeah, just frantically checking the time all of a sudden, just thinking it's like midday or something.
You check your pocket watch, it's around about, I think probably about 7 AM, I would say, you guys, when you wake up.
Okay.
Those of you who do head down to the main tavern area, Steve is awake, and he's currently, I think, I won't make you roll for this. Oh, you know, you can... That's Knucklehead Trout. He's got Knucklehead Trout. Ah, morning. He's gonna get any of that soup on the go again to go with the Knucklehead Trout.
To all of us.
Yeah, to anybody who walks downstairs.
Okay, so I'll just have my nose is deep in my spell book, just like comparing notes at the moment, so I just ignore everything around me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Leon's like playing with his cantrips and like seeing if anything's different, and he's really, really focused on that.
What cantrip are you casting?
Dancing lights.
As you cast Dancing Lights, spectral frost begins to appear around your neck again, and your eyes do glow very dimly.
Do I feel that?
Yep. It's painless, but the ice, like, as soon as you cast a cantrip, as soon as you cast
Yeah.
Dancing Lights, the frost begins to reappear around your neck and just down your arms again.
Is it the
And
same or
then-
different?
It's exactly the same, and after you drop concentration on dancing lights, fades again.
Huh. If I use Mage Hand on like an empty cup, does that do anything?
Yep, once again, ice appears on your neck again.
Oh boy.
So I was just out there experimenting. An old human walks on into the tavern. He just went, "Fucking hell, you're not gonna believe this, Steve." And he goes, "Ah, what's that? Right, Dave, how's it going, lad?" He went, yeah, Sam. Fucking meteorites landed just outside the town. What? You messing? A meteorite? Yeah, no joke.
What?
Yeah, the big fucking just at the north end of town. Big meteorite fucking fell last night.
I think we would have heard that.
Yeah, you think I would have as well, but nah, nobody heard it. Some hunters came back before and was just like, "Fucking hell, stay to that."
Why is everyone in Icewind Dale?
Fucking hell.
I've just decided. This is the town where pickpocketing is legal. I'm saying this is the Liverpool of 10 towns.
Oh yeah.
Also, so when I went downstairs, Satha wasn't there, right?
Sather is not there, no.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I will, as people come down, I will just tell them Satha's missing.
Sather gone.
Yeah.
Was she not in her room?
She wasn't in her room, but all her stuff was.
Wait, what? Who was in the room with her?
Me.
But she left all of her things?
You can
Have
have
you-
a look and see what's up there.
Have you asked Steve?
I didn't speak to Steve yet, no.
Okay, maybe we should ask.
Yeah. She'll come back.
If her stuff's still here, I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign.
I mean, it means she's gonna come back. Probably.
Hopefully.
Probably. I don't know, it's a
Right.
weird place.
Let's, I'll go over to
Let's-
Steve and
yeah.
ask.
Yeah, I was awake all night, lad. I didn't see anybody.
You were awake all night.
Why were you awake all night?
Inside check!
Yeah, that's what I'm rolling right now.
Make an insight check.
I got a 12.
Wait, what the fuck is insight? Jesus.
Or
Plus
like, huh?
2's not bad. It's a 16.
Well, he got a 9 on his deception check. He is definitely lying.
Yeah, sure. Sure
Alright.
you were awake all night.
I've got to stay awake in case somebody comes in and tries to rob the place. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
apparently somebody robbed the person, so you did a bang-up job there.
She just probably went out the window. Don't worry about it.
Why the
What?
window?
I don't
What?
know. Maybe she would. Maybe she didn't like. She thought that down here was off. You know, off limits. I don't fucking know. You're weird, all right. I
Wait,
don't
so
know.
we
You're
still have the cauldron? I'll look at Lander.
Yes, our little cauldron dweller's still fast asleep upstairs inside it, so...
Okay.
Okay, glad to hear it, I guess.
Wait, the kobold's sleeping in the cauldron.
No,
You fucking weird using. Just go.
I said
Go
no.
up there and ask him if you want.
Nah, I'm alright. He scares me.
I'm assuming she left on her own, but
I hope so.
So I just wave my hands to do a quick detect magic, sort of around the entrance or just around the bar in general.
When you cast detect magic, you get, excuse me, you get 2 pings. The first one is the book that you got from Captain Imdra, and there's another ping upstairs. And you stop and you think about it for a minute, and you're like, oh sorry, there's 3 pings, and it's like 2 of them are coming from your bedroom.
Okay, well
Right.
that would make sense, I think. 2?
Yeah, 2.
Including
Okay,
the
so one's the cauldron.
You would gather so, yeah.
Okay. So can I go up and inspect the room then?
Yeah, sure. Because you can concentrate on detect magic for like 30 minutes, right, or something like that.
it's at least
I
5 or
think it's
something, I would
permanent.
assume. Yeah.
10, isn't it?
Yeah, 10 minutes. That's plenty. As you go inside, both the pings appear to be coming from the cauldron. One is the cauldron, one's inside the cauldron.
Why does Sniver have a magical
Okay.
fucking item?
You'll find out in a minute, maybe.
It's a
before,
translator.
before this continues, by the way, like, after I was listening to I was listening to see when Landa left the room. So I could be by myself.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make a roll for that. You definitely had him get up, put his clothes on, and walk downstairs.
And I would have just been inside the cauldron, just crying. And then I would have pulled out my empty flask, and then cried more.
Oh.
And then hugged my flask and said family.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't give you a chance to do
that's
that.
it.
I'm sorry, Matt.
So if you open it, whenever you open it, I'm in there just hugging my empty flask.
Just take the lid off and just go. I don't even need to ask, and just put the lid back on.
Damn!
Fucking brutal!
Oh my god!
Fucking hell!
The worst person to be in the room with him.
As you open the cauldron, you see that the other magical ping you're getting is coming from Sniver's bag.
Okay, and I presume this hasn't been something I've picked up on previously, because I've used detect magic a few times around, at least twice, I think.
Yeah,
around
You
Sniver.
picked me up once, or was that just when it was?
Oh yeah,
opened
you would
by
have.
that guy?
Yeah, you would have gotten a ping from Leon as well, but you're already
Yeah.
aware of it.
Yeah.
You get 2 from Leon. Basically, it's all the magical items that you're aware of, plus something that Sniver's got. When you've cast detect magic, you've not been around Sniver previously. This is the first time he's been close enough for you to get a ping.
Last time I was in a bush peeing.
It's true, he was.
Oh yeah, that's a point. You fucked off to do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I guess the bag of tricks would also.
Yeah. You would get a ping off the bag of tricks, Leon's necklace, the cauldron, something in Sniver's bag, and the book that you got from the captain. And the spell scroll of Fireball, but you already had that on your person, so... Actually, who else got that spell scroll?
No, I didn't take that.
One of the wizards.
I didn't. I don't think.
There's a bag... There is a spell scroll of Fireball floating about if anybody wants to.
Sure, I'll have
You
it.
candy?
You can use it.
I thought you'd taken it
spellcaster?
I don't know.
because we were the only two who got things out of that. But
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Okay.
it's a spellcaster only.
You're the only one who can use it, right?
Anybody can use it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
No,
if
it
you-
doesn't use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you rip the scroll and use it that way, you get a one-time cast of Fireball. But obviously, like, wizards can put it in spell books and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I think that's what I thought.
Oh yeah, I'll keep hold of it then. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll grab my things and go to the bar. How much is a whiskey?
A whiskey is... Why isn't that written down in my 10 tan section of my...
I think it's
Okay.
8 silver.
Yeah, it's something like that. Wet Lady Inn... A shot of whiskey is 8 silver pieces, yeah. Correct.
There you go, that's all my notes. Price, yeah.
That's all you needed.
Oh, first thing I'll get myself a whiskey and I'll refill my flask.
To refill your flask, we'll say... Just normal ale, yeah?
Yeah.
2 copper.
Okay.
I'd have a flask of whiskey.
I don't have a flask of ale. I got myself a
Flask
shot
of
of whiskey.
Sorry. Why'd you have a flask of ale?
Because life's lonely in the Tundra, I don't know. I don't know.
He's become the most depressing
Holy
fucking character.
fuck!
Really, overnight, just become a philosopher.
Oh, I didn't tell you he's multi-classed into wizard.
He's multi-classed into existentialist.
uh,
Right, the booze will cheer me up.
I think I might get some food.
Yeah, sure.
Not super hungry, but should eat, right?
I mean,
Um,
we'll have some soup.
yeah. I guess we can see if the soup
Oh, I
works
guess
while
we
wait
can
for
try that,
Seth to
right?
come back.
What do you mean come back?
Apparently Seth left last.
What?
That stuff is still there.
Who just leaves to go out in the corridor?
I mean,
What?
you've done
I don't
it
know.
multiple times.
No.
Almost every day.
Or maybe she. Oh,
Yeah, maybe you could help us solve this mystery.
Well,
Where do you go? Where do you go at night?
I go to the tavern.
Yeah.
Say the other pub.
I couldn't go there last night though, so maybe she was there.
And then what were these guys saying about a meteorite or something?
Dave popped in and said that there was apparently a meteorite left a smoking hot crater behind last night
What
on the
the
northern
fuck's a
part of town.
meteorite?
Well, that has to be something to do with it then.
Yeah, maybe she's got to check it out.
Yeah, there was a mention of where that landed in the town.
He said just slightly north of East Haven.
What's the weather
Okay.
like?
Good question. It is now Jared's turn to roll a d12.
Yeah. Okay.
How much is a loaf of bread again? Is it like 2?
3 copper.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get that as well.
Oh yeah, bread and soup. Right?
3.
That's a 9 for D12.
9. Clear skies.
Oh hell yeah!
Hey, you're welcome.
Very good weather.
Shame we've got nothing.
That's a first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can go and check out the meteorite then.
I'll stay here and keep an eye on the Cauldron, so it doesn't get stolen.
Yeah, if you're happy to.
Yeah, I'll
be
can I
useful.
cast alarm on it? trying to think, does it work if you go away?
I want to say it
Yes.
does.
Honestly, it
Yes,
does. Yeah.
around a
Yeah.
20-foot cube.
I'll roll it downstairs.
It lasts 8 hours, so that will do.
Wait, you're gonna roll it downstairs?
I'm gonna push it downstairs.
Yeah, the sniffer disappears, and about 5 minutes later, you just hear dunk, 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 dunk. And the cauldron just like very slowly starts to roll towards your table. Steve's like, "You put a dent in the fucking stairs!"
That was
No,
there
no.
already.
That was there already.
Oh, was it? All right.
Yeah, I promise.
I was about to pull up persuasion and be like, no,
It's hard to keep track of all that, to be honest with you.
It doesn't even need alarm with the amount of noise it takes getting it out of the building, so it doesn't matter. It's kind of like a built-in.
Yeah, I feel like as long as Sniver's nearby, it will be noisy. So.
Can we
when
put
you-
this in the
I'll
back?
just cast it because I want to.
Yeah, go ahead,
So it
mate.
gives me an excuse to.
When you come back, if you do the soup thing again, I'll throw in the knuckle-eyed trout for free.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. Let us know what's in that meteorite. I'm dead curious.
Sure.
And he just kind of sits on his chair and immediately begins to nap.
Hey, can you keep an eye on? Never mind.
It's alright, I did alarm.
Honestly, I think this guy has a pretty good life.
Yeah.
He's got the best
He's dead
fucking
already.
life.
Owns the pub, sleeps all day, sleeps all night, gets free soup. What more could you possibly want?
How is this pub still running?
Maybe some music. I don't know.
He had that before you fucking showed up.
Oh, sure.
Correction, before Sniver showed up.
Not that he liked it much.
Nah, yeah, you guys
Yeah,
got
how
that.
are you meant to sleep?
It's just like the
How
only
long?
reason why this halfling is still fucking allowed in this pub is because he pays a lot of money for alcohol.
I took over that role, so there we go.
Yeah. Ronaldo was basically just paying the rent for this place. He's paying the mortgage off on this place. It was the only reason why he was allowed to stick about.
Alright, do you want to go check this out? And get some food when we come back?
I got some bread.
Do you want me guys to start the soup?
If you want.
No.
See if you
No,
want.
well, if you're going to use it, I won't alarm it then, because that's just going to cause a lot of confusion.
Yeah, at some point Steve is going to walk over and start helping himself.
It was like 5 times before we get back.
It'd be great if you had speaking stones, like the alarm goes off, you call Sniver up, it's like, no, it's just Steve again. 5 minutes later, no, Steve's back at it again. No danger, still Steve.
You said 5 balls.
It's only been 20 minutes.
Did you guys not notice the beer belly? He's a big guy.
Yeah. That works for me. I'm not too hungry yet, honestly.
All right, so you guys heading to the meteorite?
East,
Yeah.
north of East Haven?
North of
Yeah,
East Haven.
just north of the town. Yeah.
I'm still going to be casting cantrips on and off and just kind of meditating on that.
Every time you do, the same thing happens again. The frost reappears on your neck, eyes glow very slightly.
What are
This
you
is
casting?
neat. I'm probably just like going through my cantrips, but like I'm not throwing firebolts at people or anything.
Oh.
Be cool if you were.
Wait,
Like-
it grows back every time you cast a spell.
Yeah, so like I'm casting and uncasting like dancing lights, I guess, and you'd probably notice this.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
As soon as he casts a spell, it's instant, but like once the spell fades, like for example, if he drops concentration on dancing lights and they fade away, it does take about like 30-40 seconds for the ice to disappear.
Wow. I mean, that's probably a good thing, right?
We're just gonna keep going with that.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, you take the actually because the weather's not too bad, it only takes about 20 minutes before you you come across a crater in the ground, and just as you're walking up to it, like there are a couple of people gathered around it, and you notice that like people are like holding their hands out towards it, and you're like, what the hell are they? What are they doing? And as you get closer to it, you realize that like it is seriously hot. This crater. And as you get to the edge, like the heat's almost unbearable as you get to the edge. Inside the crater itself, you can see. Actually, I should know as well. It's a pretty deep crater. It's about 30-40 feet down.
Holy shit.
And in the center of the crater, you can see. In fact, everybody make me perception checks. Anybody who's looking into it.
Yeah, I think I'm paying attention now.
Disadvantage.
23.
13.
Bear with.
8.
You got a 15.
9.
Oh.
I will say, Scary, because you get the best look of it, you can see inside, like at the very center of the crater, you can see a massive pile of ash that still appears to have an ember inside of it. And strangely enough, you can see a greatsword plunged into the ground with a strange tassel on the end of the blade. And as you guys are looking at this, the ash begins to move, and after about a minute of it moving, Satha appears out of the ashes. Satha, you come to consciousness, and you take a look around. You're like, I don't remember falling asleep in a crater. What the? You look up at the top of the crater. You see some of your friends are stood on the edge, looking down at you, and in front of you is a beautifully crafted greatsword. Looks like it was made no less than 5 minutes ago. With what looked like veins of lava or fire dispersed amongst it. And on the very end of it, there is a tassel attached to it with a red and orange feather.
What's
attached to the end of it.
tassel? It's like the pommel, or?
The pommel is the very bottom of it. There's kind of like a chain hanging off that, and attached to the chain is a single red and orange feather.
Okay. I pick it up
Currently
and
planted
inspect
around.
it like more closely, kind of baffled, and kind of like looking around, baffled at the same time.
As Satha pulls the sword out and lifts it into the air, she is immediately engulfed in a small tornado of fire. Lasts for about 20 seconds. You guys can feel the heat from here. And then eventually the fire stops. You see that as well, Satha. And as you grip the sword, you feel that, like, you can't really explain why, but you feel like that this was made for you. Like, this is my sword.
I am reborn.
It is perfectly weighted.
I kind of like swing it around a bit.
Perfectly balanced, perfectly weighted. Again, it feels like it was made just for you. You can now add to your inventory a +1 greatsword that does 1d4 fire damage on top of the damage it already does.
There was definitely something up with soup.
I'm starting to believe you. Is it a good thing or a bad thing if we do it again today? You alright in there, Satha?
Is it still really hot too?
Say again, sorry?
Still
Is
just
the
as
heat the
hot.
same? Yeah.
It's
Cooling off?
the heat's receding a little bit, yeah, but it's still warm. Satha, just to help what you might be about to say, you feel incredible.
Yeah, that was along the same lines. I feel better than I have ever felt before.
Well, glad to hear that. I was gonna ask where you went last night, but yeah.
Satha, did you make this crater?
Not me, I suppose. Directly.
Because they said meteorite, but I don't see a meteorite. There's just a fucking crater.
And
And you were at the center of it.
You see Dave, who popped into the bar, just like looking at this scene, like with his jaw open. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yes,
Did I-
most of the people are confused.
Did I catch the name of the guy?
Of the person who spoke to you?
Yeah.
He didn't say.
Well, let's get out of here. I'll explain at the inn.
Did you have a weird dream last night?
Yeah.
No, I didn't sleep. Or I did now, but
Are
no
you
no dream.
sure?
You see Dave the peasant like looks over and says, "I had a weird dream last night."
You did?
Yeah, there was like this weird.
Did you die?
No, I didn't. No. It was, but I had this weird dream where like my wife was cooking me dinner for me, and then like she grew 2 heads, and then she came over and she served me a steak, and then like one of her heads fell off. It was dead weird.
Inside check.
Make an insight check.
12.
12. Peter's
Actually-
telling the truth.
I will turn to
14.
Scary and Lander and ask if they had any strange dreams.
Yeah.
Or weird
Nope.
experiences, I guess. No.
Although I, despite my fatigue, I did have a pretty good sleep. Didn't have any dreams.
Huh.
Oh. Well, good. I'm glad you got some rest. Scary?
Dreaming like normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just dreaming like normal.
I have a question. Does the Frost Maiden, like to my general knowledge, have an appearance?
Make a religion check.
Yeah, because I don't actually know if 22. I rolled nat 20.
Nice. With that, you would know she's been depicted a couple of different ways. The first one, the one that you're more familiar with, is just a feminine-looking humanoid that seems to have been carved out of ice.
Mhm.
But you have seen symbols of her, but symbols that are like it's kind of like having a cross, or the star and the crescent moon. It's something that you might have on a necklace or something like that. But there is a symbol of her known that is the head of an owl with curved horns.
Whew. Okay, just so I do make that association.
I love that you had like this realization on the edge of this race. You're like, oh, we found Satha. She's in a great mood. Oh no.
What does it mean?
Has Satha like changed in appearance at all, or?
No, she looks pretty much the same as
Except
she
for
always has.
looking happier, maybe.
Happier for sure, yeah. But then again, I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Monk, but I don't think Satha is an angry-looking person or a sad-looking person most of the time. Just like neutral expression, I guess. Monk?
I'm thinking. You can get like impatient at times and maybe a bit annoyed, but not angry, I guess now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Well,
You make your way out of the crater with a spring in your step. This is no challenge to you whatsoever. Steep, but you just parkour your way up that thing. And you're a little hungry.
All right, let's go. I'm starving.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's, yeah.
Meanwhile,
do you
back
know
at
what that
Not
sword
really sure how
is?
to take this.
Like, is that your sword? Where did...
Oh, I suppose it was a gift.
From who?
From who?
I didn't actually catch his name. I really should have asked.
His?
The flame guy, deity, powerful, some sort of powerful fire creature or deity.
Excuse
What
me?
does he look like?
Like fire made into the shape of man.
Did that ring any bells at all?
Yeah, actually.
both you roll a religion check.
Can I get another nat 20, please? Nope. 10.
17.
17. It's not ringing any bells. You've heard of it. You've heard of a number of different deities that might be wreathed in fire, such as Kossoth, and there's another one. I just had its name in my head, and now it's gone.
Yeah, you're making it too obvious.
That's how I feel.
Oh god, Lysandra or something like that. And there was another one. I had 3 written down somewhere on a piece of paper, but they've all fucking gone. But yeah, there have also been a number of deities who aren't necessarily associated with being within the domain of fire, but would have like fiery weapons, maybe perhaps a transformation or something like that, or something associated with it. But with just a description of a fiery male figure, it's really hard to narrow down.
There's definitely not anything like native to this area that would be like, it's just the Frost Maiden here, right?
Not that you would. I don't think you'd be aware that there would be like any kind of like
Yeah, like strong
fire
association, I
elementals or
guess.
something like that, or
Yeah.
devils or demons or something like that.
Okay.
It's hard to say. But you have read no research notes or
Yeah.
diaries of people who have been here that would suggest that, like, I don't know, devils are pretty popular up here, or fire elementals are pretty popular up here. It's just the dangers that you've read of are like the typical, like, stay away from the Yeti, stay away from the mammoths, stay away from the wolves, stay away from the gnolls, stay away from the kobolds, that kind of stuff.
So, magical soup that lets us talk to God. I don't know if I'm gonna have any soup today, to be honest.
Well, I didn't sleep and talk with the god. I was awake.
Satha, make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Okay.
Oh.
5.
5. What are the surface thoughts of Satha right now?
Ah.
What did I just say? Sorry, I completely forgot.
That you were a little hungry, I think was one of the last things I remember you saying.
And that you didn't sleep when you spoke to
Yeah.
whoever
Oh
you
yeah,
spoke
yeah.
to.
What I was thinking right after I said that was I would love some soup. I actually thought that. I was thinking of maybe saying that.
Question asked and answered. But is there any like more emotions on the surface, like happiness, anger, confusion, that kind of thing?
Pride and a sense of purpose.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay then, so you guys make your way back to the tavern. Meanwhile, in the tavern, in the White Lady Inn, what's Sniver up to?
Making soup.
Making soup, motherfucker. Okay, so how are you going about doing this?
Just gonna guess bucket of water and pour the bucket of water in there and stir it.
You pour your bucket of water in there, and you stir it, and boom, soup.
Nice. And I'll start drinking soup.
Okay, how much of the cauldron did you fill up?
Don't know. I'll lie in it and get like a body measurement of how much I feel lying down, and then that's how much I do. I don't like. Sarah doesn't know about measurements.
Probably about halfway up, then I would imagine.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything else you're doing while you're there, Sniver?
I'll just sit on a counter meditating with my soup and my ale.
Okay.
One in each hand.
Yep.
Yum.
Steve, I made the soup.
He'll smell eventually.
Steve, there's somebody stealing drinks.
What? Morning. Who's robbing? Is that Dave been here again, robbing the fucking cider?
Yes.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't even have any cider. Oh, is that Steve? Oh,
Yes.
go ahead. He gets up and he helps himself to a big bowl. Throws some knucklehead trout in there. Help yourself to the fish if you want, by the way.
Thank you. Reddit threads.
Right, as you guys are making your way back through town, just as you're passing town hall, you see Speaker Daneth Whalen, and he's having a conversation, like a pretty heated conversation with somebody.
Do we know who the somebody is?
You have not met this person before. It is appears to be a female halfling, looks to be in her mid-30s, short blonde hair.
Wasn't he on his way to... Was it Goodmead?
Yeah, he said he'd be there and back by the end of the night.
Oh, okay. So it is not weird that he's here.
No, it's not strange.
I want to listen.
Are you trying not to be seen?
Yeah.
Okay, first, anybody who's not trying to be seen, make a stealth check for me.
I'm still sick though, so.
I'll keep a distance and just send my familiar to listen in.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
11.
Okay, not bad. And Scurry?
I'm not trying to listen. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Scurry just
Yeah.
walked past.
Yeah.
Do I still need to roll stealth for my familiar, or?
No, just make a perception check. In fact, you succeeded, so everybody who's listening in, make a perception check. Please. Oh!
15.
15. Okay.
Hang on, am I still rolling with disadvantage because I've got exhaustion?
No, you're rolling using your spider senses. And your spider is not exhausted, so it's fine.
Okay, that's 6 then.
6, okay. It's kind of difficult, like the wind is picking up a little bit too much, the spider's having difficulty listening in. Leo and Leon. In the middle of this conversation that you begin to listen into, it's like, oh, Aaron, listen, I can't tell you what it's for, but I need the money that you owe me. It's gonna help the town big time. Think of it, lots of food. Do you know how many people I can feed with that? We can feed with that. Like, well, I won't have it till tomorrow. Most. I lent it to my cousin. If he's still got it, then listen. Just go and get it. Make sure it's back with me by tomorrow. I'll see if I can get them to bring it over tonight. I'll put it under guard. It'll be fine, right? But I need it tomorrow, because if we don't, we're missing out on a big opportunity here. Big opportunity for the town. Think about it. It's like, okay. I'll go and send word over to him. Fine. And with that, the conversation breaks up. She storms off, and Daneth heads back into the town hall.
We should make sure we don't deplete the pot before we show it to him.
Oh, God, that's a good idea.
Assuming...
Well, unless he
It's
doesn't
working right
want it,
now.
right?
How many uses
Yeah.
did it have?
Well, I'm just thinking, we don't even know if it's going to work right now. But...
It might actually be smart if we do use it today to double check that it's the same as yesterday.
Yeah, and then
we can leave it tomorrow if it
Tomorrow
works.
we won't use it until we show it to him. Today, let's try and get a measurement of how much it actually makes, because yesterday was we were eating it, we don't know how much we made.
Yeah, let's
So
hope
we-
Snipper remembers.
Haven't Steve been
Yeah.
eating it and Snipper?
Well, we don't know that.
Oh, you're right. You're talking in
Yeah,
character.
so-
Right.
we know he
Yeah.
might be.
So we'll try and get an accurate measurement of, let's say, like how many cauldronfuls you can get a day.
Yeah.
If it's per day or whatever, because we should let him know as much as we possibly can. I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to,
think that'll
make
be
an
important.
unfair deal. I want him to know what he's getting. Because he might think it's infinite, and it's clearly not. And we could lie, but that would only last a day.
Lying, I mean, yeah, it might get some money for, well, it might get some money, but then they'd be angry with us. That'll be bad. and then also probably wouldn't help the situation,
Yeah.
which it would be nice. Well, I guess let's go test, right?
Yep. That sounds like a plan.
Good, because I'm fucking free.
Temperature's not that bad. I mean, it's still literally freezing, but for Icewind Dale, it's not bad.
I got a blanket underneath all my clothes.
How do I feel about the weather now, by the way?
Just stuffed up there.
You feel pretty much the same as you did. Like, obviously your heritage does kind of help a little bit with it, but it still fucking sucks.
Okay.
Because that is the best way to put it. It still fucking sucks every time. Like, even someone like Leon who's got like resistance to cold is just like, man, this place sucks. I hate it.
Oh, let's go.
So you guys head back to the White Lady, and your nostrils are immediately assaulted with the smells of freshly made soup and knucklehead trout.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, I guess he started making soup already.
I swear it smells different than yesterday.
Smells fishy.
Maybe.
It smells awful.
Ooh, let me in on that. Again, I'll just move on over.
Sniver, how much soup have you had so far, and how much did you make?
Never.
He's BLB.
No, he's just like sat there on a counter with his eyes closed, ignoring everything around him.
Mhm.
Occasionally sipping soup with his tail and beer with his hands.
And whiskey with his other.
Steve, how much soup have you had?
No, I've only had 2 bowls.
2 bowls?
Okay.
How much did he make?
He filled it about halfway up.
Okay.
Alright.
The majority of it's still left. Does he normally do this, by the way? Like, I've been having a conversation with him for about half an hour, and he hasn't said anything back to me.
Wow.
I even offered him a free brandy. Didn't say a fucking word. I mean, I wasn't going to give him one. I just wanted to see if I could break whatever spell he's in right now, but yeah.
Wow. No, I don't think I've ever seen him do this.
Is this Sniver? What?
Yeah.
Yep.
I smack him on the head.
Damn it.
Okay, he's live.
Well, we
Oh,
knew
hey
that.
guys. Oh, Safi, you're back. Where'd you go?
Just out into the blizzard.
Oh, did you go to the tavern? That's where I would normally go at night.
No.
Sniver, did you have any strange dreams last night?
Always, yes.
So nothing different than normal.
No.
Okay.
Did you see anyone
Did I
in
see?
your dream?
Yes.
Who? What did they look like? Or yeah.
Is an old dude.
A man?
Yes.
Okay.
What the fuck do you dream about?
What did you dream over?
Don't fucking king shame me.
I don't know.
Did you see a man? Leon?
I don't know what they were.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check? I'm
Yeah,
just
that-
wondering, like, why
Yeah.
suddenly everyone's asking about dreams.
Yeah.
Yes, go make it. What are you trying to
Just
ascertain
a
with this?
general insight check to everybody.
I mean, that
No,
was
no,
pretty much a
to
lie.
Leon.
From like Leon's part, that would have been a lie. Like
Yeah, to Leon,
he,
because
he's
like
got a pretty good
I
idea.
just don't know what this sudden interest in, like, why he
Sure,
seems to be
make
interested in
an
asking.
insight check. Leon, make a deception check.
Should we
Son
tell
of a
each other
bitch!
everybody's dreams and all?
So he's wait, what?
I rolled a 5.
Nice.
Oh, I've got to roll disadvantage, so
Rolled a fat 2.
a 10.
Yeah.
Leon's not being entirely straight. He's definitely concealing some kind of information. What? No idea, but he's definitely not telling the full truth.
Okay.
Leon, make an intelligence saving throw for me.
16.
16. Okay. Sorry, Yolanda, what were you saying?
Nothing, just I just seem to be picking up something, but nothing specific. What's actually being withheld.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, there's definitely a vibe check being needed here because people are acting weird, but...
Yeah. I think it's mostly Leon. Like, Sasha looks like she's just feeling great, and she's like, whatever. Leon's like, hey, you guys see anything
Vibe
weird?
check is sadly not in our character sheets.
Yeah.
I imagine
You
I'm
seem
traveling
very
down
interested
on
in everyone else's dreams, but you haven't really
Knucklehead
said much
soup.
about your own.
Yes, Arthur. As you walk in, you ask Steve about some food. He's like, well, they've made some soup there, and there's like 2 knucklehead trouts that have been cooked up. Just give them a couple of seconds on the fire, warm it up again. Good as gold. Help yourself.
How's the soup tasting today?
About as good as yesterday. It's alright, you know.
Oh, okay.
So it's a daily soup. We can assume.
Well, yeah, I guess. Do we want to try some?
Good for now.
Hey, some of you guys are hungry, right?
Hey, I made the soup. It's good soup.
It's
No, yeah, Sniver, sorry, I didn't mean it like that. It smells a bit weird to me.
I'm just gonna go read. It says I have a borrowed book on the subject of your current study, so it's probably something to do with Icewind Dale. I'll be flipping through that.
Okay. Is anybody else do anything?
Leo,
Yeah.
I'm not good at picking up social cues. Are we supposed to tell each other our dreams every night from now on? What's Leon's idea?
I think Leon might be a little bit worried about something. That's all. He's curious to see if you had a similar experience as he did.
Okay.
I think we'll have to keep an eye on him.
So
An eye
should
on
we
me?
tell him our dreams every day?
Santa makes a crater in the ground, and you want to keep an eye on me.
At least she's happy.
Hey, you can't hide a crater. At least it was out there.
Yeah, exactly. You don't inside check a crater.
I'd love to see somebody try though.
Give it a go.
I mean, Sniver, you feel free to tell us your dreams only if you want to, okay? If you feel like it would help you. But I think Leon's just curious at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try some of your soup now.
Lander, could I have a word?
About what?
I was wondering about my experience and if you had any knowledge on the matter.
Well, from what you told me, I don't know any deities or figures specifically. I know that there are ones that could be in that sort of form, but that's where my experience ends.
You don't know if any of them has anything to do with rebirth?
Do I? I don't think that was it. Any of those lists that you've got?
I actually have that. I've actually found the list now. Go ahead and make. I'll say because this is specifically about rebirth. Go ahead and make another religion check.
10.
10. Nothing's immediately coming to mind.
Yep. No, I'm afraid that doesn't ring any bells.
Okay, that's too bad. Thanks anyways.
And I think on that note, we're probably good to go for our break. If everyone's okay with that.
Sure.
Because I haven't eaten yet, and I'm starving.
Nice.
I'm gonna go make some. Noodles.
Ooh,
Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
10-15 minute break, guys. And when we get back, we will we'll roll dice and imagine together.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, see you soon.
Yes.
That's what it was always meant to be. And by the way, Monk, I have a new overlay that I'm doing for the characters. I will have them to you by midway next week.
Okay. Oh, right, because of the new level and stuff.
We leveled up. For some reason, the templates that I saved aren't working properly. Like like every time I try and change the text, something weird's happening. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm gonna start over again. I picked a new background up that looks better anyway. So yeah, we'll be fine. I look forward to it, Jared. Anyway.
Secret.
So, we returned from the break. You guys are in the White Lady. What do you wish to do?
Has everybody eaten, or what is everybody doing today, actually?
Well, we should
Crying, mostly.
figure out how much soup the pot makes. And yeah, other than that, I'm thinking.
Well, how much did we yield yesterday from it?
We're not sure
About,
because we were eating it, and like
Yeah,
I don't think
but-
we got a good idea, did we?
You
Maybe
managed to
gas
fill.
like a barrel.
Yeah, I would say you guys managed to fill to the brim 1 barrel.
Okay, so we'll see if today is the same,
Okay.
and then.
Hey,
tomorrow
aren't we meant to
we'll
get
what's
paid? You know, doesn't Thingy Bob come back with money today that you guys said?
Yeah, but you've already made some soup.
Yeah.
So we maybe want to do it tomorrow to make sure.
And it sounds
could
like
show
you
him.
won't be ready until tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, I was also gonna. So.
Well, he said he'd be back today with the money. What do you mean he's not ready today?
We heard him on our way back.
It looks like he's
it's-
having some issues.
It looks like it'll be tomorrow.
With his cousin in Tourmaline. I've seen that message, by the way. That person does not have a cousin in Tourmaline.
You know,
By the way-
maybe we should up the price. You know, he made us wait a day. Just saying.
We also told him that this makes infinite
Might be
soup.
infinite. Yeah.
So.
I mean,
Well,
It's-
in
it
a
does.
way, it does.
As long as you have enough days in your life.
It makes
yeah.
an
Yeah.
infinite soup for patient people.
Yeah.
Just it's all about phrasing. Just gotta sell it.
Infinite super patient people.
It's-
Now,
it's-
take a
That
picture
has
of
to
this.
be the name of the cauldron now. The cauldron of infinite soup for patient people.
In brackets.
Terms and conditions apply.
Hashtag canon.
Niall, take a point of inspiration.
Sure, I'll take it.
And for the name as
Come
well,
on.
David, you take one as well.
Yeah.
I need to stop this with inspiration. There you go.
You carve T's and C's apply on the bottom.
Who asked if I appeared different after?
I think I might.
Or maybe David.
Yeah, actually, there would be one difference. My hair would definitely appear more animate, more like glowing and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, even more so.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Damien, did I ask? I believe I did to Imdra, like when we first met her. They don't have any kind of library, but they have books, right?
In the town hall, they do have a small selection of books. Yeah.
Yeah. Did she say I could? Hi, Juko. Did she say I could borrow those or read those?
Why don't you ask her yourself? She's just walked into the tavern. Would you believe?
Well, I
Oh,
think the thing is, I think I asked her before. I just don't remember.
Yeah. I think she would have been amenable to that. I was like, yeah, sure, I don't mind.
Probably more. Okay. Yeah.
Like, she doesn't run the place. She's a part of the she's the head of the militia, so she doesn't really have an official title within the town
Yeah.
hall. But she's got connections.
Well, if she comes in, I'll approach her.
Captain Indra Argalath walks into the tavern. Oh, good afternoon. Well, morning, technically, I guess.
Come back to the tavern. We've got more.
Did you see that crater in the northern part of town? It was like a meteorite hit last night.
Oh yeah, I saw it intimately.
Really? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is that thing? Did you guys find out?
It was a meteorite, Sniver.
What's that?
I think it was.
Big-
ceiling
big
god
stone
dropped a big
Ceiling god.
Yeah.
stone there.
It's true, I did.
Ah.
But
You
there was no
hear
meteor.
ominously from the rafters. It's true, I did.
Like there was no meteor.
Stands up straight.
Stop
Yeah, there
calling
was
it
just
meteorite.
actors. So
So there was or wasn't what?
Leon, is that not the best cover? I feel like
It's
this
so
is...
strange though. Like nobody heard anything.
Half
Like,
the town saw it.
Oh, Captain, did you have any weird zines last night?
Leo looks interested.
No, I didn't.
Hmm.
I mean, I dreamt, but nothing different. It was a very boring dream. I was sat in a chair beside a table reading a book, and do you ever wonder why your brain does that to you? It's like, I do that during the day anyway. Like, why do I need to think about it when I'm asleep?
Yeah, speaking of, you mentioned.
Yeah,
that
that's
books
like
at the town
really
hall.
weird.
Yeah, there are a small selection of books, depending on what one is interested in.
Would I be able to perhaps borrow and read some today? I think we're not doing much today. We're just going to figure out how much this cauldron can make. And
Well, you
I'm
might-
interested in some reading.
That can certainly be arranged. However, I believe you will be doing something today. I've been sent by Speaker Whalen. He wants you to bring the cauldron over to him immediately. Well, I say immediately. He said sometime today would be nice, but he would like to see the cauldron himself. And look, she kind of sniffs in the air for a bit. She's like, "Oh, is it working again?"
Yeah. Who
Never
knows
runs
this?
to the back.
Bless you,
To
David.
help empty it.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Where are you emptying it?
My mouth.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Wait, what? What's happening?
I'll have a bowl of soup.
He's Snivers
Would it
determined.
would it not be more sensible to just freeze like what's left?
Before you can even make a recommendation,
Yeah.
Sliver ran into the back. He was very quick on that.
I'm gonna
18.
grab
What
it for
18. You managed to drink a hefty amount, maybe like for a kobold, this is an insane amount of soup, like 3 like human-sized bowls of soup. You burp, and you catch yourself just before you throw up,
Oh,
but you know you've hit your limit here. You're like, yeah, that's about as much soup as I'm having today.
Big belly. Ah, fuck.
Steve,
never.
Steve, would you like some soup before we take this? We might be selling it. I will freeze freeze the last of the soup and.
I'm gonna grab a bowl first.
What was that? Oh, hello, Captain. Sorry, good morning. What?
What?
Sorry, I keep falling asleep. I was up all night keeping an eye on the place. So those two.
We're taking the cauldron. Would you like some soup before we go?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Did that barrel keep or?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Oh, let's go look. Let's see if there's still soup in the barrel.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, we don't even know. Yeah, let's go look.
Where did you leave the barrel?
Just outside, right?
It was in the back in the snow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
his
the barrel that you filled to the brim is now a barrel soupsicle. The soup is
But
still
there,
there.
it is soup. Okay. Oh,
It
okay.
is still
Thank
soup.
God.
The item itself doesn't specify if the soup is left over, so I'm thinking that's like left up to DM interpretation. I'm gonna say it last.
I mean, it's limited per day anyway, so.
Yep, it certainly
It is indeed infinite soup for the patient.
That's a
You
good
know,
tagline.
if you're prepared to sit around and wait for the ice to melt, yeah, absolutely. That barrel is heavy as fuck now, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kill a man with this soup now.
Oh, you definitely. The barrel could definitely give someone brain damage. Now that it's got the soupsicle in it, it's definitely a deadly weapon.
I used to work a lot with frozen soup, and boy, is it terrifying when it's above your head.
Jesus.
All right, okay, break out of game. You're gonna have to elaborate on this, Janet.
I was about to say that. What the fuck?
So, oh, are they above your
I
head?
have so many questions.
So, at the coffee shop I used to work at, we would sell soup.
Why are you selling frozen soup at a coffee shop?
Well, no, it's
No, I
when
guess you'd have to defrost
at
it.
the end of the day,
Yeah.
you would freeze it, depending
Okay.
on the kind of soup, if it actually works freezing. Which means that we'd store it in these bags, these plastic bags.
Oh, so
and
wait,
we'd
hang
put
on,
it
hang on a minute.
in the freezer.
You being familiar with this, would a hearty stew class as a freezable soup?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, in that case, then yeah, you're fine. Because it's the way its rules is written is hearty soup. Sorry, please do continue.
I mean, a
Okay,
stew
good.
is just a thick soup. So,
Yeah, you can freeze loads of stuff. So.
yeah.
Well, I was just wondering with shape water. That's why I asked you, like, does this work on this soup? Because
Well, no, we're gonna have to homebrew a shape soup. No.
Wait, go on.
I up
Sorry,
that
go on,
soup
yeah.
at 9th level.
What you want?
I am the Elon Musk of bad ideas, and I cast Control Soup at 9th level. It's like the fucking garlic bread
I'm
domain
a
fucking
fucking
character.
multi-class into Soup Mancer.
Yeah, the perfect combination to this would actually be I found sorry, by the way, Jared, I will let you get back to the story. I have found a fully homebrewed subclass. It's called the Order of Garlic Bread. It's the domain garlic bread
Oh
domain.
yeah, you sent that to me.
Garlic breads cleric. It's fucking fantastic. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, sure. I guess we had like a whole freezer full of pretty much frozen soup. So
Why was it
which
over
means
your
we
head
have-
though?
Well, it has multiple levels. So if you're getting some from the bottom, because that's what you need for the day, then there's these bags, which means that they're like square-shaped and thin, so they have very pointy corners,
Oh
which
shit!
are on the
Oh,
shelf above you.
that
So
does
you have-
blood and piercing damage.
Yeah, you would. Ideally, you'd have like a hard hat on or something. Yeah.
A hard hat at the coffee shop?
I can imagine the response you would get in Scotland if you said, "Hang on a minute, I'm just putting my hard hat on. I've got to go to the freezer." Like a wee fucking fanny. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, you've explained everything. You've answered all my questions. that makes total sense.
Oh yeah, whenever we'd run out of soup, we'd have to put our high-vis jacket on. Go to the
Safety boots,
Uh-huh.
goggles, and
Gotta get all your
Toast.
PPE.
steel jacket.
Two PPE.
Soup PPE.
Oh, that was fucking marvelous.
Hold on, guys. I gotta go get the soup.
Wait,
Good luck. Good
don't
luck.
go in there without your hard hat.
And Godspeed. Right, well, we've just learned something that is applicable to the campaign. Do not store your soup for the patients on high shelves. Got ya.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Well.
I mean that's
Got
part of
luckily
the
ours is in a
Leo's,
barrel to get back to
experience.
the to get back to the campaign. Ours is right here in a barrel on the ground.
Wonderful. It's
And
only
just to make
roasting.
sure, I am going to shape soup to see if I glow and shit.
You do.
Okay.
Oh,
And your ice comes back again. Which the captain notices, but just doesn't say anything.
I give him a thumbs up.
Satha, have you tried? Can you produce flame for me for a moment?
Sure. I do.
Does anything different happen with her?
Not with Satha, no. But when how close are you to Leon when you do that?
I imagine we're all around the cauldron or something.
As the magic is reduced, the ice on your neck does reappear, but your eyes don't glow.
Ooh.
Bring the flame closer.
Oh.
The ice grows a bit thicker.
Ah, interesting.
Whoa.
I put
What is
Do I
that.
that?
feel any different when that happens, or is it just the same as when I'm casting a spell?
It's the same as when you're casting a spell, and it also feels that like it's kind of like your natural defenses kick in a little bit.
Yeah,
that you're
that's what I was
around
kinda
that you're
thinking.
around magic. Yeah.
Interesting.
Why the fuck are you covered in ice anyway?
I don't know.
At the end of Sniver's sentence, the ice on your neck just disappears.
I'm not covered. There's just a few patches. Matter.
Okay, it's weird.
The ice grows on his balls, cannon.
Got him.
The ice is stored in the walls.
Just imagine like these. Oh my god.
We fucking love this
I
campaign
feel
so
like
much.
that would be concerning. Like I imagine these patches, like they'd show up really small, and they've been getting bigger, and like there's one just a little bit too close to your junk, and it's like.
Yeah.
Wait till you get to 14th level, man. Your dick is going to turn into an icicle. When you come, it's just snow.
Please.
Okay, that's enough for me. I'm gonna shut up and let you go on with it now.
Thank you for your input, Ceiling God.
You're welcome. Leon, show me what you got. I want to see it.
Wait, if that's what happened, what's all around us?
Uh-oh.
But in a tavern, what do you mean?
Never mind.
Leo went insane. Instead of having a dream, he just went insane.
I get it. I'm just not commenting.
No, that's
It's.
I get it, but
Fair, Jared.
we're inside. We're not outside right now.
Leo has some soup.
Okay.
I assume we can.
But,
enter the cauldron, no
Wait,
problem.
you don't think? He just points at Leon and points at the suit.
What?
What?
I don't know
What?
what's going. I'm trying to die. I don't know. What are you
What?
going on about then? You're putting the soup for and snow.
What?
What?
What is going on here?
I don't know.
So we
Uh,
can take the cauldron now, right?
Yeah,
So
let's go.
Speaker Wayland would like to see you in the cauldron
Yes.
with haste.
Okay, so we've presumably emptied it, and
Yeah.
who's gonna? Are we just gonna roll this, or
We can carry it between us.
What,
It would be
the
difficult
barrel
with
or
the snow.
The cauldron.
The cauldron.
Yep.
How heavy
For
is
a
it?
second, when I thought you said the cobalt, I was like, why would you roll the cobalt through the snow?
Why not?
I'll do it myself.
good point, Satha.
How heavy is this cauldron?
I can tell you exactly how heavy it is. Well, I don't actually. Is it in the description?
Well, ice would weigh the same as the water. So
Oh, it
however
doesn't-
many
Doesn't
liters-
weigh as much. It weighs
What?
50
No, it's
pounds.
empty.
50 pounds. Okay. I mean, you
Oh,
can almost.
right, the cauldron. Sorry, I was thinking of barrel.
I mean, I'm just gonna.
No, we're
carry
leaving the
it.
barrel. The
a
barrel's
couple of
there.
people could carry
Yeah,
that?
Scarry
I'll
can just
take
carry
that.
it alone.
Yeah, either Satha
Yeah,
or
we-
Scary, neither of you guys
Yep.
have a problem carrying it. You are way strong enough for it.
It's nearly as heavy as me plus all my items. In fact, it is. I think.
Well, there you go then.
So when Leo has a sip of the soup, like he's kind of hesitant because it smells terrible, but his body has like a visceral reaction. It's like a shock, and he runs outside and like spits it out. You can hear him throwing up.
What?
Do you really hate fish?
Are
Is he okay?
Okay, Leo?
I love fish.
Yeah, we can tell.
He had fish and chips the other day.
I don't know. I think I'm still ill from the last few days. I think I need to sleep more.
Do you want to rest? You don't need to come with us. We can.
I mean, if you guys are all good, I must. Yeah, I must stay behind.
Yeah, I think you should definitely get some rest.
Hey, well, don't die. That'd be bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Hang on one moment. I use lay on hands with 5 points to cure poison or disease, potentially.
Okay.
Are you feeling any better?
I don't think so.
Oh well. Yeah, you rest up then.
Okay. Thanks, I think.
Maybe take the blankets off my bed if it helps and get nice and cozy.
Just nods and it goes upstairs.
Do you look significantly worse than you did in the morning?
That's a good question. I don't think so. Although maybe in the morning, maybe he looked still, maybe a little bit ill.
I mean, I guess Leon wouldn't have really been paying any attention to you. He was very concerned with himself. But,
Preoccupied, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Leo. Did you have any weird dreams?
No, I already asked him.
Okay.
You don't need to ask everyone, Stephen.
I disagree.
I don't think that's going to stop him.
You seemed so interested, I thought I'd find out for you about everybody.
I appreciate it, but it seems like it was just me.
Okay.
All right then. So, who's carrying the cauldron?
Not it.
I will carry the cauldron.
Okay. So you grab the cauldron and you head on over to East Haven Town Hall.
I'm riding the cauldron.
That's up to Scary.
Doubling its weight. I don't think, yeah, that's the most efficient way to travel.
He's not in the cauldron.
As you make your way through the doors, you see the receptionist that you've already met before, Prudence. And she looks up at the cauldron with excitement in her eyes. She's like, "Oh, is that it? Is that it?" And like Indra like shuts the doors behind her and goes, "Shh. Yes, it is that. Go and tell Speaker Daneth."
Is that tea you're planning to make for us?
I wasn't, but I will if you would like.
We would like that very much, please. Thank you.
Brilliant. Okay. I'll go and get the speaker and make some tea. And in a couple of minutes, Speaker Daneth comes in and immediately walks, like, acknowledges that you're there, walks past you, walks down the corridor that you guys went down last time, beckons you to follow, and opens the door into a private meeting room. And as you guys set the cauldron down, he says, "This is it then, yeah?"
Maybe.
This is the cauldron.
All right then. How's it work?
Well, from what we've found in the past day and some, it's limited. So all you have to do to make the soup is
But at the same time, unlimited.
at the soup.
What's that supposed to mean?
You put water in it, you stir the water, it makes the soup. However, it seems that in a day, it will make about a barrel's worth of soup. And like, I'll indicate like the height of the barrel with my hand, I guess.
Okay.
And then it will stop making soup. However, yesterday after it stopped making soup, we tried again this morning, it makes soup again. So we're under the assumption that you can get a barrel of soup a day out of it.
And the captain speaks up at this point when he speaks true. I was there when they were refilling the cauldron earlier on, and I was also there last night when it ceased to function. So the detective work from Leon there seems to be spot on, as best I know. Kind of fits there. Go on.
Sorry, I was gonna say, it could probably make more than one barrel. We drank a lot of soup yesterday.
Leon,
Barrels.
That's a good point Sniver brings up. Leon, you think every time it's... and Lander as well, because he was paying attention. You guys estimate that it could probably hold about... Each time you fill it up, probably about 30 gallons of liquid. 30 gallons of soup.
Yeah, I don't want to mislead by overselling. Because you were under the impression...
No, we have to oversell it.
No, like Leon said that to him.
We have to oversell it.
Alright then.
Regardless, you're going to be able to get a lot of soup out of this.
Certainly are. Well, I've got the good news and bad news. Good news is I can definitely pay you for it. The bad news is I can't get the rest of the payment until tomorrow. So if we're going to make a deal on this, I want this cauldron locked up safe in the basement downstairs, and it stays here overnight, and I'll be able to pay you tomorrow. Whether you want to guard it is up to you, but I've also got people from the militia who's prepared to guard it.
Do you have any sort of
guarantee?
Well, what do you mean by guarantee?
That we will get the payment.
Well, I mean, I'm as good as my word. Captain,
Well,
you
you know,
We get it today.
we've kept it safe enough with ourselves. I'm sure one more night couldn't be too much of an issue.
yeah, it's my thinking as well.
No, I mean, well, we can take care of that.
We'll hold on to the soup cauldron, and when you have the money, we'll come and get it.
Should be tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be good as gold after that.
So we'll bring it back tomorrow afternoon.
No, it stays here, otherwise the deal's off. I want it locked in the basement downstairs. Whether you want to guard it or not, it's up to you. Yeah.
Really, the deal is off.
Yeah.
I'm
Again,
sure
these-
someone
I
else
do an
would be
inside
more...
check on that then.
Well, guys, it looks like we have a barrel of infinite
Yeah.
soup.
I am sure we can find someone else who is more than happy to buy this cauldron.
You won't get as much money, I'll tell you that much.
I
Are you
like
sure
soup.
about that?
Yeah, I'm damn sure
Sniver,
about that.
Sniver really likes soup. He'll guard it with his life.
He can guard it with his life downstairs.
No, we'll take it back to the pub, thanks.
No,
I want it-
I think this is going to stay in our possession until you have the full payment.
What if I were to give you one of the gemstones now?
No.
What if you were to give us all the gemstones tomorrow and then you get the cauldron?
I want it locked up downstairs in a safe.
Why is this?
It's not going to fit in a
No.
safe. You must have a really fucking big
No.
safe.
When I say safe, I mean jail. There's a jail cell down there.
I want to do an insight check because this is very
Yeah,
weird.
that's why I asked a minute ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Niall. Both of you make an insight check.
16.
And Landa?
No, it's a 7.
Leon, Lander, he's a bit hard to read. He seems a little bit fidgety and irrational. Leon, as best you can gather, he just seems super paranoid that like it's going to go missing. That's the vibe that you're picking up. So like that's why he's saying I want it locked up in a cell downstairs to make sure there's an extra layer of protection there.
I don't care. I don't like being bossed around.
Trust me, my friend, nothing gets past Steve. If anybody comes into the tavern to get it, he will be there, and then if they have to get the I will be inside of it, ready to stop them.
Who the fucking hell's Steve?
He's our night watchman, and he I tell you, nothing got past him last night. He was like a hawk.
He was on the ball.
You don't mean that.
On the cauldron.
Don't mean that,
Steve,
oh
you're
god, they're from the white lady, do you?
If you change your mind tomorrow, we will still have the cauldron. Let us know when you have the full payment.
How many people have seen you with that thing?
How many people have seen us with it?
How many people have you told about the cauldron?
It's just me, Prudence, and the captain. They're the only people who are aware of it. The people who I've gone to collect my debts.
He's
haven't seen
only
anything.
Eve and a couple of
Steve
people?
does. We haven't told Steve that's an infinite cost. We just said we were making soup. Like maybe he caught on, but I think it's a little simple.
Leon and Scary both make insight checks for me.
Fuck. 4.
Where is insight?
Can I insight him as well, or what's
18.
your home rule?
No, this is something else, Monk.
18.
I mean, still, like, to insight him.
If you want to insight him, you can do in just a sec. Scary, what you picked up on while you've been in and around the White Lady Inn is that Steve hasn't got a fucking clue how you made that soup. He absolutely was just not paying attention. He just kept walking in. There was more soup there, and he just helped himself to it.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that like he doesn't know how the soup got there, nor does he care.
That was already my impression, so I'm just gonna stick with that.
I
So-
love Steve already.
Has
Yeah.
anyone else seen us with the cauldron?
Well, I'm assuming like everyone in the tavern, every time the bloody thing's been dragged down the stairs, would know about it.
There haven't been that many people in
No
the tavern when it's been
nobody-
dragged up and down
yeah.
the stairs.
Like nobody's asked about it or anything. So
Okay.
You're
Last
like-
night, the older couple that you guys have bumped into in the tavern a couple of times before, they seen you dragging the cauldron upstairs, but apart from that, you're pretty certain nobody else has seen you with it.
Don't worry about him, he's on the down low. Me and him go way back.
Not
I know
many
the only
people.
reason that I'm like pushing against this is because he's like demanding it, and it's just like no.
No,
Yeah.
it's not on the dark cauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine,
So-
Steve.
I don't want it to go missing, that's all.
Only a few
Might go
people have
missing.
seen us with it, and we have
might-
told none of
it
it
will only
about
go
its
missing
properties.
if you don't have the money.
Sorry, you guys can't smoke. What you say first, Monk?
Can I do an insight check first?
Yeah, sure, of course you can. What is it you're trying to say? Whether he's being straight with you?
Yeah. Whether what he's planning to do with the cauldron, or whether it's like.
You're pretty much picking up on the same vibes that I described to Leon before. He seems super paranoid. Like he knows what he's got on offer here is a fantastic opportunity for him, and he wants to make sure that everything is put in its way to make sure that people can't get to it.
Can I tell if he's planning to uphold his bargain?
Say again, sorry.
Is he planning on upholding his bargain, as far as I can tell?
As far as you can tell, yes, he's being absolutely straight with you. Like, and plus what the rest of the group said there with the conversation he had, he's planning to uphold his end of the bargain.
Is there any threat of by missing? I mean, he could possibly try to make it go missing from us.
All right, this is the last one. Make an insight check.
Natural 20.
Woo!
24
For a
total.
24 total. Best that you can tell, like, he's got no intention of taking it, but like he's definitely paranoid that somebody could come along and take it.
Guys, I think we actually can trust him.
No.
Whether we can trust him or not, I mean, he can get the cauldron tomorrow.
Yeah,
And we
I
get
think-
soup
the thing
tonight
is-
and then money tomorrow.
you can
I
trust
think
us
we're
too.
more than
We'll
capable of
take
taking
care
care
of the
of stuff.
cauldron.
Yeah, it's been with us for a few days already. As I say, one more night can't be any harm.
And
You
we'll
can tell
make
like,
sure.
there's a stretch in the mouse as well.
We'll make sure to protect it well. We have our means.
I think we've proven our capabilities time and time.
You have that magic wire lamp that you put around. That tells them.
Well, I guess this is a losing battle then. Alright,
So
fine.
will you be paying us tomorrow? Or should we find another buyer?
I'll pay you tomorrow, but if it goes missing... Ugh.
If it goes missing, we'll still have the cauldron. Simple as that.
If it goes missing, you'll still have it. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
because it's not going to go missing.
That made no sense at all.
If it goes missing, I will go missing, and these guys wouldn't let me go missing.
Well, that's debatable now.
Yeah, there's another bargain we
Inside
need to
check
strike
now.
now.
Right, that's not bad. He does not believe you, Sniver. I did that just for fun. Right, fine. Take it then.
By the way, did you guys hear that?
So-
That beep beep sound from my mic?
No.
Nope.
Beep beep? No, I
I
don't
didn't
hear
hear
it.
anything.
Okay, that must have been from
Pardon me.
my PC headset then.
Also, speaker, would I be able to perhaps borrow a few books for the evening? Return them tomorrow when we come back with the cauldron?
What kind of bucks do you want?
Well, it depends what you've got. I'm interested in learning more about Icewind Dale. I've done some research before coming, but maybe any lores and myths about the Frost Maiden would be useful.
That is definitely forbidden in all 10 towns. Nobody's allowed to talk about it. It's paranoia. People think the more you look into it, the more you research it, the more likely she's going to come and kill you. So we've got no books on the Frost Maiden.
Really? If you want to appease her, shouldn't you know as much as you can?
I don't make the rules, I just live by them. Honest to God, like, unless you're Nymetra and you whip out a book about the Frost Maiden in any of the taverns, like, you're gonna get the shit kicked out of you.
Nymetra?
She's the tavern keeper of the Wet Trap.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, she really likes the Frost Maiden.
Yeah, she's a bit cuckoo, if you ask me.
Yeah.
okay. Good to know. That's all I've got to ask about. Tea.
Yeah, Prudence has been gone a while. I'll go and see if I can find her. And he leaves, and he doesn't return for about 10 minutes. And when he does, he comes back and says, "She's not in the building. She's fucked off somewhere." So it's
What?
like the captain's like, "That's certainly odd."
Let's look for her.
Did she fuck off to get tea?
No,
she's-
we've got
Hold on.
some.
Did you say
Hold on.
she knew about this cauldron?
She does, yeah.
That might be a problem.
Why? I've been working with her for 3 years. She's
Why would she just fuck off like that?
I don't know. And then at that moment, the door opens up again, and she comes in, like, she's like, out of breath, like, "What was sorry about that? Here's your tea."
Told ya.
Wait, did she come in with tea?
Did
Yeah, she
you?
comes in with tea, yeah.
Did you not have tea here?
What, were you growing it from scratch?
Can I do an insight check? What the fuck is this?
You drying the leaves?
I rolled a natural 1.
But no idea. She pops in, she's like, "I was speaking to a friend outside, and oh boy, kind of lost track of time, and I walked down the street with her, and then I remembered I was supposed to get you tea, and I had to run back and make it. I'm sorry."
Insight.
Oh, make an insight check.
6. Goddamn.
Appears to be
So I
something.
noticed
Hmm.
anything different about her appearance? Is she still proper, or is she like clearly been running?
I won't make you roll for that. She's clearly been running, yeah.
Can I
Okay.
pull Speaker Daneth kind of aside and be like, "Can you tell her that you're keeping the cauldron here tonight? There's something suspicious about this."
I've been working with her for 3 years. I'm telling you, she's
I'm-
trustworthy.
Is this normal?
No, it's not.
Maybe work with us a little here then, please.
Make persuasion check.
That is a 22.
22. Oh, right then. I'll tell her I'm keeping it locked up downstairs.
And we will keep a very close eye.
I don't know how you're going to get it out without her noticing, but
I'm sure you can manage
Prudence,
something, Speaker Danith.
Prudence, a minute of your time. I need you to. There's some. I've got a speech to do in a couple of days' time. I just need you to go over some keynotes with me. It's like, sure, of course. Let's go. And he takes her out the room. He just kind of looks back and he gives you like a look of like, okay, I guess, and then just walks out with Prudence. By the way, that wasn't me being sassy. Then that's just kind of the look. It wasn't me just going, okay, I guess, weirdo.
No, that's pretty good, yeah. That's really good.
And Captain's like, what did you say to him?
I asked him to tell Prudence that the cauldron will be kept in your care this evening. And we will take it and keep a close eye on it.
So I'm
feel
not
like-
the only one who thought that was really strange.
The amount of money that he's put on offer, she clearly knows. And I wouldn't be surprised if loyalties came into question. So I'm wondering, is there a discreet way out of here?
Well, I can cast an illusion to disguise the cauldron. I'm guessing it's no bigger than a 5-foot cube.
I don't think it would be.
Okay.
Nice.
So, if we disguise it as, I don't know, something that looks inconspicuous, like a...
Can you change the size of it? Like just make it like a bag?
No, I can't. It's I'm just minor illusion. So it would have to...
I mean, you could minor illusion it to look like a bag that's that size.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
If
you touch the illusion, though, does it disappear?
No,
Nope.
it's just
your hand will just go through it. Yeah.
Okay, here's an idea. I don't know if we were watched coming in. I'm assuming maybe not if Prudence ran out. What if you disguised it as a dead animal and Scary just slung it over his shoulder?
I mean, yeah, if it works, if that's...
I assume
Pretty,
you can carry it like that, and that doesn't like, that doesn't look valuable.
Yeah, the only thing that breaks the illusion is the person has to do a, I believe it's a
Inside check, right?
It was an insight check. No,
Yeah,
investigation check.
that's
Actually.
only
we were both wrong.
that's
Yeah,
only
it's,
if they think that it might be an illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and if they pass that check, it doesn't mean that they succeed in knowing that what it is. They'll just know, wait, that's an illusion. They won't immediately go, oh, that's the cauldron.
And it will only be a visual illusion. So if someone drops it, it will still go clank.
Yeah.
So.
big old dick Marcus just climbing down the
Exactly what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, I've dropped my mecha deer.
No, it's a pig from the pig shop.
I mean, that's why most people around here are like, I don't know what a pig is, but sure.
A mecha pig from Big Shop.
Like, the only people in this place who would know that, like, what a pig is like you guys and Scythorn so far. It's only people who've come from outside Icewind Dale.
Yeah, maybe a deer. But yeah, and maybe we should.
Yeah, I'm just checking the description. I don't think it has any restrictions if it moves.
How long does it last?
Doesn't say it's got to be stationary. It lasts 1 minute, so it's enough time to get it out, and then I can just keep casting it anyway because it's only a cantrip.
I think the illusion can't move by itself, but when it's like anchored on an
something.
object or something.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't quibble over that. Like, if you cast Mana Illusion on it, and then Scary or somebody else picked it up and starts moving it about, I would say that... Because the spell itself is anchored to the object.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I wouldn't quibble over that. That'd be fine.
Okay.
So we keep a close eye on it. We perhaps shouldn't use it.
Perhaps
in open
somebody
view.
should stay here and, well, keep guard here tonight.
To see if anyone comes.
Exactly.
That sounds like a sniffer job.
I don't leave the cauldron.
It's a
That's
deer.
my
now.
bad. That's my bad.
It's a deer though.
Wait, what did you
There's
guys
no
do with the
cauldron
cauldron?
in a deer.
Oh, don't try to explain this to him. It'll take ages.
Sniver, you've just noticed that the cauldron's just become a deer carcass.
What?
God, that's gonna make him try and eat it now, isn't it?
That's what I was hoping it would happen.
He's done.
Clang as his teeth hit it.
God, I chipped it too.
I hate you guys. You're always playing mean tricks on me.
Right.
I'd like to
I
go
will-
back because I'm probably going to borrow a few books. And I
Yeah,
might
I
go
can't- I
to
can't
the
leave my-
Metro, but
I can't leave my familiar here, I don't think, because it'll be too far, so I can't.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able
You-
to communicate with it anyway.
No.
I mean, you could give it instructions.
What's that?
You can give it instructions. You just won't be able to like telepathically communicate with it. So, like, you could say, for example, stay
Yeah, but what's it
here.
gonna do apart from
Stay here from 10 minutes and then
Apart
come back to me or something like that. I'm just saying those are options you've got.
Or
Oh
like,
yeah, I can send it out there, I guess.
or if it's like, you can make it so, like, you put the spider in the safe room, and then if someone comes in, walk to this corner. So that when you come the next day, you can see if the spider is moved.
I mean, that won't really matter though. It doesn't give us any information.
Yeah, I mean, I was pure thinking of like reconnaissance or whatever. But
Yeah. Like whether or not someone comes there won't matter to us in the
Right.
end.
I am going to pick up the deer carcass and
Oh,
start
hang
making
on,
my way
actually.
back.
I could cast alarm because I can detect alarm from a mile away.
But that doesn't. How long does that last again?
8 hours.
8 hours, so I'd have to. Yeah, it wouldn't be long enough, really, would it?
Can you cast it as a higher spell slot to make it last longer?
I don't believe so.
Are you having
Nope.
this conversation in front of the captain, by the way?
I think they left already, right?
Scotty just said he picked up the cauldron and left.
Yeah, I'm walking
I
back.
follow the call.
Walking back to the.
I guess we can walk out with them, but I don't see. I kind of trust Indra, so I wouldn't be too worried about talking in front of her.
As you guys are like walking outside, like she grabs your arm, Landra, and says, "Do you need to come back here later?"
Do I? Well, what do you mean by that?
I overheard some of your conversation. You said something about casting magic and it only lasting so long. I could, if you agree not to tell anybody, I could open the doors for you. Like later.
I'm good. Thank you.
We'd be kind.
Okay. Well, I just thought I'd offer just in case you need it. I hope I'll see you tomorrow. And again, apologies for his attitude. He can be a bit of a dunderhead sometimes, but hopefully we won't have to put up with him any longer.
Ooh.
God, can you imagine Scythorn being the fucking speaker? My God. They say the town speaker, but he just speaks too much. But he's a good person. Sorry, lots on my mind. Yes, should you need me, I will, I'm going to the Wet Trout later, so, I'll be there if you need me, and, if not, I'll probably see you tomorrow.
Can you find out if I'm bored?
At this point, you've already left with Scary, right?
Yeah, we've left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And,
also want. Yeah, go finish that.
I was just gonna say, Orlando, remembering that he needs to be continually casting minor illusion, goes, oh shit, and runs out after him.
Yeah. Hey, Sniver.
I'm outside.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Ah,
These
okay.
are nuts.
Everybody catches up.
Yeah.
Hi.
The Wet Trout, you've been there, right? That's where you said Scython was?
Yes.
Where is that?
It's over there.
Are we like by it? Can I see
No,
a
you-
sign?
you're
That's-
about- You're about a 20-minute walk away or so.
Left, right, left, straight.
A car spawns in the middle of the road. That was the
Right.
cheat code you entered, right?
You know, it's hard to walk straight once you've had a night out. I kind of just sway a little bit.
No, I think that was Big Heads.
I'm going to need you to show me where it is at some point. Tonight might not be best because I think we should keep an eye on the cauldron, but I would like to speak to someone there.
Okay. I'll show you.
Thank you.
You're
Also-
welcome.
I want to do a perception check when we leave to see if there's any shady people about.
Make a perception check.
Everywhere.
16. Like, if there's anyone, like, watching for us leaving.
16. With a 16, you notice that nobody was like waiting for you to come out, and nobody's in particular is keeping an eye on you. But there are a lot of hungry-looking people looking at Scary's shoulder, just going, "You lucky bastard." That's it. Those are the only people who. Those are the only people who are looking at you.
Little did they know.
Not that they know they're all on the cabal.
Yeah, so I'm
What time? So like, what time is it now?
It'd still be, like, noon, I'd imagine, at most.
Even earlier than that, it's probably about 10 a.m. at this
Yeah.
point.
Like, we haven't really done anything.
Is there anything you guys wish to do for the rest of the day?
Are you guys all gonna
think-
stay here and keep an eye on the cauldron?
Yeah, I think we should send somebody back to watch guard over where they are keeping the said cauldron.
We're keeping
mean-
the cauldron.
Overnight. Yeah, but they
We
said
should be
they-
able to just sell it tomorrow. After that, it isn't really our concern. If something
Yeah.
happens to it, I guess.
Do we have any way of getting in touch with people over distance in this group? Do we have the?
I don't.
I don't think so.
No.
I could run over to them and tell them.
Sniver is fast as fuck. Boy. Not that fast, but, you know, fast.
Yeah.
Titanic.
I don't think there's any way we've got to do that at the moment.
I don't think we need to worry about it too much. We can just
Nope.
assume that they're planning something, but
I mean, if somebody tries to rob where it is and it's not there, who cares? They didn't get it.
eh,
We keep it safe tonight, and then we give it to them. We get our money, and then wash our hands
Yeah.
of it.
exactly.
don't-
Sniver has a point.
That was well said, Sniver. That's impressive.
Gold star.
Yeah, I think Sata don't want to like sit on her fingers today, but I think she will. Like if you want to protect it.
We protect the cauldron, get the money tomorrow, and then I think we need to head to Tourmaline.
I have a feeling.
I have a feeling that we may need to head.
It wasn't me!
Scotty, are you interested in that kobold problem for some reason?
Well, everyone's talking about it.
2 people have spoke about it!
That's like everybody I know.
Hey man, they took over a mine. Apparently it's a rich mine. That could be a lot of jewels in there.
I do want to see more of 10 Towns, so I guess...
Speaking of which, we should also, if we do get our deal in full, we should also find something we can actually do with the gemstones instead of just hanging onto them.
Also, we should determine the shares. Because Lander and I have already taken more than our payment for previous engagements.
What
I
if we
guess
have like
so.
some kind of group fund?
Huh.
No.
We're staying together?
Sounds like communist propaganda to me.
Communism.
I keep everything.
I have been waiting so long to make that joke in D&D.
Do any of you plan to do anything separate from us anytime soon? Or are we just going to...
Well, when they decide to leave, they take their share, which will be... I'll count on my hands how many people we are.
Make an intelligence check for me.
Why? Why?
Oh, no. Wait, what is your in?
Which would be a quarter of our
8.
money.
I
8?
mean, at best, it's like a
Yeah,
DC
my
5, right?
Funny if you rolled 8. It's funny that you rolled 8 because you're pretty
No, I
certain there are
didn't
8
roll.
of you.
I didn't roll an 8. My intelligence is 8.
Oh, okay.
No, 8 is how many fingers he counted.
Well, he'd be correct, right?
What the Goliaths only have? Oh fuck yeah, thumbs. Well, actually,
I
should
need
have said
to roll-
appendages.
Okay.
What did you get, Scary?
It's a -1 on a d20. My roll 20's not working. Somebody roll me a d20.
No, I'll do
I
it.
can do it. Okay, you can do it.
A
I'll do it.
-1.
I'm joking.
Dude, would you believe if I said I rolled the craziest die and it rolled a natural 1?
So it's a 0. I got a 0, guys.
There are eight of
If
you.
they decide to leave, they take.
Just look at your hand.
If we combine our hands, I think that's.
Sorry, there are 8 of you. And by the way, because that was an actual 1, you believe that, like, very, 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 very much believe that.
Yeah, it's
Adamantly
true.
believe that.
There's 8 of what? I'm confused.
Yeah, you counted because you rolled an actual 1 in the
Excellent
incheck,
role playing.
you think there are 8 people in this group, and you're convinced that's the right number. Like, nobody will be able to persuade you any other way. Like, there are 8 people in this group.
I'm sure there were 8 of us. Like 2 days ago.
Like, I counted, there's 8 of us here right now. There are 8 people here.
Wait, what? And now I'm gonna do a recount.
Just 3 snivers on top of each other, making up one person.
I'm gonna pull 2 fuzzy balls out of my bag. I'm not using them and be like, you mean, like, plus these? Scary, can you count?
No.
Fair. But I'm not opposed to a party fund if that's what you want to do.
I like my fund.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can have your own fund, but
Well, we'd have to agree on this if we're doing some sort of party fund.
You guys sound like a tribe.
What conditions do we access said party fund apart from if we leave?
it's owned and by us. We make
Okay.
group decisions on what is.
Fair. So,
Yeah,
so
it's-
if it's in the interest of the group, kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as everyone can stay fed and sheltered. I'm not too concerned with much else. I'm just here for research. So, I may need some funding at some point, but yeah.
I'm here for the booze.
It's fair.
We can tell. That's why you're not controlling the party fund.
I think booze might come out of personal funds.
Booze definitely comes out of personal fund.
Yeah, we're probably maybe chatting on the way back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And any arcane research that is in the group's interest, I'm sure I can arrange some funding for. I hope.
You know, a party means everybody, so we should go and continue it with Leo.
Oh, that's a good idea. Forgot about him.
Yeah.
You'll get
Our
back and disagree
friend.
with everything. What are you, fucking crazy? I'm not sharing with you people.
I want
Sorry.
an even slice of those germs.
Okay, in about again another 20 minutes on the way back. You walk on in. Steve sees the deer carcass. And he's like, "Oh, dinner, boys, let's go!"
Put it down with a clunk.
What the fucking hell did you do to that?
It's gone terribly rancid. You really don't want it.
It broke my tooth!
All right, yeah, fuck it. I mean, we've still got knucklehead trout left if you want some of that. But
Everyone's a scout around here.
apart from the speaker, who's a cockney, I guess, and the captain, who's I don't know, upper class. I don't do accents. I'm not very good at them. So like, I just pick one I think sounds fun and I stick with it.
Oh, that's good.
But apart from East Haven, the East Haven is Scouse territory.
Should we put it in the back or upstairs?
I think upstairs is probably
upstairs,
the
upstairs. We should
it's
definitely put it
the most
upstairs.
difficult to get it down from. So
Okay, well, I didn't know if you were going to continue using it.
no, I think
No,
we've
no,
done
no,
enough. now.
not tonight. Definitely not tonight.
Swear no more soup then.
You've got a
You've
barrel
got
full in the
barrel
back.
full.
Entertain
Yeah.
yourself.
Entertain yourself with a bottle of soup. You're cheeky, you know.
We can give you another barrel. We just have to make it upstairs and keep it hidden.
Keep what hidden? The deer carcass?
The rancid deer carcass, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you don't want it stinking up the end down here. Really,
Alright.
just want it out the way.
Alright, just don't set anything on fire upstairs. If this place fucking catches fire, I'm fucked. I've got nowhere else to go.
You could always come with us.
Nah,
And there will be 7 of us!
Be 9.
Well, no. After 8 is 7, obviously.
Alright.
7 remaining.
Okay then. So, what do you guys
bring?
think?
I will bring the rancid deer carcass upstairs.
Okay. Whose room is it going?
Clearly where it belongs.
Into Sniver's room, because Sniver sleeps in it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
I like that you respect his wishes.
And he can be our last line of defense.
Okay.
Open the lid. Surprise, motherfucker! Like it's already in Bremen. It's like, oh no! I didn't wake up. I've been in this fucking cauldron for 10 days. Right. So you guys doing anything for the rest of the day?
I mean, we're keeping an eye on the cauldron, right? So.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on
You-
the
you guys are?
cauldron.
Sniver, would you want to show me where the wet trout is?
Well, if I'm not here, who's gonna keep an eye on the cauldron?
I'll cast alarm on it. We'll be fine.
Everyone else is keeping an eye on the cauldron.
Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure you can protect it?
I'm sure
Yes.
I can protect it better than you.
I feel like this inn is pretty empty right now, so I don't think there's going to be any.
Okay.
Like, I think pretty early on, Sathas begins to like pacing back and forth quite a lot.
Oh yeah, I forgot this is her least favorite thing. Waiting.
I'll refill my flask.
Another 3 copper pieces. If you've already finished that flask off, you're already drunk, by the way.
Oh, I just assumed it's probably nearly empty.
Yeah, you'd still be drunk. Like buzzed, I will say. You're buzzed.
Isn't he always?
So did you say you were banned from the wet trout?
No, I don't know. Maybe. That's why I'm getting this filled up in case.
Smart. Okay, and you guys begin the walk to the wet shrouds. It is.
Also, did anyone tell Leo the idea of a party fund, what's going on, all that shit? No.
Is he still sleeping?
I guess someone would wake him up.
I'm sure we'll explain to him
Okay. Well,
if he wakes up.
Leo, I think Scary just like dropping the cauldron down on the floor probably would have woke you up. If you wish to go and interact with people, or if you just like want to go roll over and go back asleep, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, he doesn't come out of his room.
Okay. Right.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, as you guys leave the tavern, I would like Matthew to roll a d12 for me.
Are we all going?
I think
it was just Sniver and Leo.
Okay, it seems everybody's
Okay,
in, and I need a pee. Quick 2
That's
minute
what I
break,
thought.
everyone. Go, 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 go!
Oh,
Everyone, go posse, go posse.
Shame on you. You should have piss bottles.
I think I'm on my 5th bottle of water, so. Plenty of
Jesus,
bottles.
how are you drinking so much water?
Matthew, what did you get in your d12?
2.
2. Ooh. Oh, I keep forgetting what fucking browser I got this. 2. So as you guys make your way out of the tavern, about 5 or 10 minutes into your journey, this would be at the height of the everlasting rime. So you do have a little bit of light outside, but you can't see most because it's a bit overcast outside.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
In fact, actually, it says here there is no natural light at all. So
I'll use dancing lights.
I was going to say, I assume dancing lights, yeah. That is the only light that you've got right now.
It's so bright.
Oh, that's
Also,
nice.
I'm keeping all my dancing lights as like an icy blue. Go on.
Okay, yeah, easy to do so. In just a moment, I just need to roll a thing. Cool.
Pretty.
What are you
I am,
doing, by the way? You can
they're going
listen.
to the wet trouts. They're going to the wet trouts.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
actually keeping a log of all the weather rolls that we get, so I almost forgot to mention. Somebody bandied the idea about doing it. I was like, yeah, I want to keep a track on that.
Yeah, who do we blame?
So.
Or are you tracking who did what? What?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Would you like a readout of what we've got so far? As of session 5.
Yeah,
Sure.
So, the first roll was Lander, heavy snowfall, 4 hours. And then for some reason I've written down Sather and not Monk. Monk, clear, 3 hours. Oh wait, no, I've written everybody's character name down. Up until today when I started using it, what the fuck name you? Anyway, Sather, clear, 3 hours. Leon, White House at 3 hours. Scary Fog, 2 hours. And then session 6 we had Leo, Heavy Snow, 8 hours. Oh yeah, this is the max roll day. Sniver, Whiteout, 4 hours. Leon, Wind Vortex, 4 hours. Sorry, Light Snow, 4 hours. And then today we've had Clear Skies for 2 hours, now it's Overcast for 2 hours.
Fellas, I've had 2 bad rolls. Maybe I should stop.
Oh no, everyone takes it in turns.
I think I had one bad one too.
I'm gonna total it up at the end of the campaign and be like, this is you are a fucking bad omen when it comes to going outside. You single-handedly slowed down the entire campaign.
We made
like
soup
this
for
one.
5 sessions because of you.
I mean, like, I'm ready to settle down here. I don't know about you guys.
Starting to get the feeling that I'm not supposed to leave this place.
I will become a soup merchant forever.
So, that's entirely an option, by the way, if you guys want to become soup merchants.
No, I gotta do something with my life.
I got chef feet first.
So, you guys make your way to the Wet Trout around about lunchtime, which means the places are pretty packed out at the minute. Nemetra is currently behind the bar, and one of her assistants is helping her serve ale, serve meats, serve bread, cheese, what you name it, people are buying it.
Sniver, where is this Nemetra?
You would be able to spot her without.
What? I've never seen her.
She's a white dragonborn, and there is only one white dragonborn in this room.
Well, I'm asking Sniver.
No, sorry.
As a part of our deal, can you buy all my drinks tonight? I'll pay you.
You hear a voice behind you. Why ever would you need people to buy drinks for you, my friend?
Hey, Cypher, my friend!
Hello there, Sniver! And, ooh, who is this handsome chap? A pleasure to meet you. And he offers you his hand.
Well met. I'm Leon, an acquaintance of Snivers.
And I'm Siphon. I'm also an acquaintance of Snivers.
Oh, you're Siphon.
Oh, I'm being talked about. How marvelous.
Yeah, you seem somewhat popular.
Oh, I would certainly hope so. Don't tell anybody, but I'm running for speaker next month.
That's what I've heard.
Oh, who told you that?
Indra, she does seem to favor you.
Oh, she's such a gossip.
I've never really gathered that, but she only had positive things to say, I assure you.
Oh, excellent. Well, there's at least one vote that I have then. What are you guys doing here? By the way, I don't mean to ease into your time. If you've come on business, of course, I'll be happy to scamper away.
No, I was going to talk to Nemetra, but she's a little busy right now.
Oh, she always is. Just if, why would you want to willingly speak to her?
I've heard she has an interest in the Frost Maiden, and that, among other things, is why I've actually come to 10 Towns. So I was...
For the Frost Maiden?
And have you ever heard the rumor of the flying city that crashed into...
Sorry guys, 2 seconds.
the cairn?
Oh, yes, I have heard. People tell me that, he starts looking around the tavern. No, they're not in today. There are people who have claimed to have been in a certain spire of the floating city that crash landed not too far from here.
Do you know where that is?
I don't, but the people who I've spoken to, they may be able to give you some directions, and, there's another look around the room. No, they're not here today.
Are they from, where are we? East Haven?
I think so. I was very drunk when I spoke to them.
Huh.
I don't even know the chap's name. I do remember him having a scar on his left cheek, though.
Alright, where's the notes section in D&D Beyond?
If you go to your character sheet... Oh, you got it.
there. Okay, there we are. Man? It was a man, right?
Yeah, it was a man, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's already more valuable than anything anyone else around here has told me, so thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Oh,
Your friend Sniver has told me all manner of fascinating stories. It's about time I return the favor. With an S. Jared.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you check the reference art, that's what I always keep going back to.
It's spelled Sithon, but but according to the book, there's a pronunciation guide there. It's pronounced Scythorn. So yeah, I don't get it.
I think like Scythe and then on.
I mean, we probably could, Monk. I think that is well within our power.
That's
Yeah,
not in the
I
book. Oh no.
No, I said this last time. I was like, we could probably rig this election, you know?
Yeah.
By the way, just because I said it's not in the book, don't for a second think I
Yeah,
would not
no.
entertain the idea. That sounds like a right laugh.
Can I kind of sit and like converse with him about like kind of useless shit, I guess, just to kind of kill time until the bar empties?
Yeah, of course.
Because I assume you don't want to sit and actually chat for 2 hours. But yeah, like
I mean, I could, but that's because I just natter away.
Okay,
lots of
I,
time.
I,
At
I
this
just
moment-
because this is only like 2 of the party members here, I don't want to waste too much time.
At this moment,
Yeah, of
Sata
course.
comes through the door.
Sapa got me?
Yeah, I just had enough of
Too
sitting
boring.
around.
Yeah.
That actually, yeah, that's
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that totally makes sense. Yeah. As Satha walks in and just takes a look around the place, Scythorn leans into and just goes, "My, isn't she an interesting character?
oh,
Yeah,
Sapa.
that's our friend.
And I'll wave her over.
You know her." Satha, as you sit there, goes, "You must tell me what you are doing with that hair. That is marvelous."
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. It's just like that.
Wow! Oh my goodness me! Oh, so would that mean you're of genie descent by any chance?
Oh, you know about us, do you?
Yeah, Genasi, I had a feeling, but you know, they say about assumptions, I wouldn't dare.
Well, you're quite right.
Satha, you remember Scython? Imdra
Did I meet him?
spoke of him. Imdra mentioned him. I think you were around?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Satha was there for both those conversations.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
right.
quite
Nice to
an
finally
interesting
meet
fellow.
you.
Oh, stop it with the compliments, my goodness. My face will be bright red by the end of the evening. And he sips his drink. Like, that was pretty much just me there laughing at his own joke. So as you guys are conversing and having a chat and whatnot, he begins to like start. He speaks loosely about like the plans he's got for the town. Like he wants to try and better define the Eastway. That's one of the things he's really working at. It's like the Eastway is the Eastway. It's the road that you travel between Bryn Shander and East Haven.
Okay.
And he starts going into detail that, like, you know, he'd like to put barricades up on either side of the road so people know where it is at all times. But
Oh, yeah.
the speaker's like, oh, I can never find funds for it. But he's like, oh, you know, it'll stop people from getting lost. And, you know, there's all sorts of nasties out there. Yetis, gnolls, owlbears, you name it. They're all out there. It's dreadful. And
Wait,
then he...
So, you're running for speaker?
Oh, stop telling everybody, but yes, I am. I haven't formally announced my candidacy yet.
Wouldn't you want to start gaining renown with people?
Well, there's certain laws in place. Nobody's, well, apart from the current standing speaker, if they're eligible for another term, there is what we would call an election cycle, where candidates are to, well, strictly speaking, you're supposed to be nominated for it, but I have it on good authority from a couple of my friends that my name might be getting put forward. So I'm, of course, supposed to be like, oh, you've picked me? What an honor when my name is announced in front of the town hall.
Formalities.
It's just formalities, yes. It's stupid, but yeah, I like formality.
You know, Cyphone, I like you, and I hope you get it.
Oh,
You're not from
thank you so
East
much.
Haven, right? Why such the interest in East Haven?
Well, I've lived here for a certain number of years, and I am the owner of the docks around here, and
Oh, right.
I feel like I have a stake in this place now. It's the only place I dare call home, not since I left the Nellis Empire, of course. But yeah, this is the This is the only place I feel comfortable calling home, and I see Speaker Daneth. All he does is keep things turning over. It's so boring. He has the resources and the manpower to get things done.
Yeah, I think you'd make a wonderful speaker. You at least got the speaking part down.
What are your thoughts on how to appease the Frost Maiden?
Just before that, Leon, what did you say there, Monk?
Nah, it's fine.
Are you sure?
I think it was just that he'd be a good speaker.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can certainly talk the back legs off a donkey. As for oral, well, negative, she ruined my business, the bitch. I can't operate the docks if it's frozen in ice all of a sudden.
It's a touchy subject for Typhon. He doesn't like that.
Do you
She's
think
dreadful.
she needs to be appeased, or do you think she's simply vengeful?
Who can say? All I know is that we've been sacrificing people for a long time now, and things haven't got any better or worse, so, I mean, it's hard to read, really, isn't it? We're talking about divine beings and whatnot, so it's hard to say whether if we were to stop these things, that things would then get 10 times worse, or if things stay the same.
So what would you do if you were speaker?
I would put in place a program, and I think this is a good idea. Maybe you might agree with me or not. I'm open to feedback. My idea would be, seeing as how, and by the way, I heard about the fisherman thing. We need more fishermen here. We need to stop plumbing the lakes for knucklehead trout once more. I think the most elegant solution in play would be to, and also, glances over at the bar at Nometra, to appease the lunatics who believe that oral is to be appeased. I think we could possibly fish for more knucklehead trout. Now, how do we do this? I would put in place a program that would train any man or woman willing to be trained in how to properly ice fish. Now, this works twofold. The people of this town get training and a good paying job, and on top of that, we can sacrifice food to the Frost Maiden instead of sacrificing people.
What if she doesn't like the food and wants people to die again? Then what?
Well, I've heard there's other towns, such as, I might have this wrong, but I'm fairly certain Targos sacrifices food, and from what I understand, it's the same thing there. Not much has changed, nothing's gotten better, nothing's gotten worse since the sacrifices, so I believe food, heat, or people is the best way to go about. It is the best way to appease the Frost Maiden, and I think sacrificing people is a bit garish, personally.
Wait a moment. Heat, you said?
Yes, there are other people around 10 towns that will forego heat for the night. So they will put out their fires and their lanterns and live in complete darkness for an entire day.
Did you say Torgo sacrifices food?
I believe they do, yeah. In fact, I have the book here. Because it's East Haven, Tamerlane, and Brinshan that sacrifice people, I think. No, Tamerlane gives up heat. I was wrong on that one.
Oh, okay.
Let me just double check. Targos. There's a marvelous picture of Yeti. I love that.
Well, let's not go to Targos.
We'll
sorry.
never meet the marvelous Yeti.
Apologies, Targos does sacrifice people. So, let me just double check. Bremen. I wasn't entirely certain.
Yeah.
One of these towns definitely sacrifices food. No, Duggan's Hall doesn't do it. Or Dugan. Yeah, Bremen, they sacrifice food. So pretend he said Bremen there instead of Targos.
Bremen, okay.
What if she expects food and heat from certain places and lives from this one, so when you change it, you disrupt the whole balance?
Well, I personally think it's worth the risk. I would much rather that we give it a try. Because she can't stay mad forever, is my reasoning. I mean, it seems perfectly reasonable to me that we try a different thing,
People's lives are definitely worth the risk.
Precisely, my thoughts exactly. I don't know if... I don't know, perhaps that we'll live in an eternal blizzard if we were to make the switch, but, if she's displeased, we can certainly go back to the way things were. I just think it's worth a chance. I really do. I think, again, we train enough people, motivate enough people, we can get the job done.
Teach a man to fish, teach him how to eat for life.
At this point, if, like,
Precisely.
it's starting to kind of thin out, I'll kind of just discreetly excuse myself and let them talk, and I'm gonna go to the
That's
bar
not-
whenever that's convenient.
That's like
And talk to
infinite
the
food.
Yes. About you guys have been talking for about an hour. I would say about 1 p.m. people are starting to go back to work and go back home, so the bar's definitely not as packed as it was before.
So yeah, I'll let you guys talk this out.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
That's
Give it too
like,
long now.
that's like infinite food. Fishing.
Well, that's my thoughts exactly. And then as he begins to go into his speech again, we go over to the bar. Yeah, what you want?
I've heard you have a particular interest in the Frost Maiden.
Yeah. Well, interest, worship, really is the word.
What is this based off of? Do you have any knowledge that you could share?
Well, I think we've grown weak. Horribly weak in the past few years. We've been living a life that's been too good. I think the everlasting rhyme was sent to test us and test our mettle. Once it's over, only the strong will stand.
Is this just something you've come to your own conclusion on, or do you know?
Yeah, it's immediately obvious, isn't it? Why else would she? She's been here for a long time. Why would it just start up now?
So what
You've
was
got to
it
think
like
about
before?
these things. Well, I mean, it was still a frozen wasteland, but at least we had summer.
Ah,
Which, you know, it was less cold, I guess.
so you don't think there's any appeasing her?
No, of course not. I think when she thinks we've done a good enough job and proved ourselves, I think it'll end.
So why worship such a cruel deity?
Because I think she's doing the best for 10 towns. That's what I think. People around here have gotten too lazy and too bleeding soppy.
Thinking of Steve.
I think she's doing a good thing to make us a hell of a lot stronger once this is all over. That's why she gets my worship.
Do you have any texts or documents on the Frost Maiden?
I don't personally know. What do you hear about the Frost Maidens? More down with word of mouth, really.
I see. Have you ever heard of the Frost Maiden reaching out to people? Personally?
Not that I can think of. There was that Sephic fella a long time. Well, yeah, it was about 3 or 4 months ago he was here, I think, last time I seen him. He seems to have a connection to her. You might want to go and ask him.
Did you ever speak to him?
No. From what I understand, from what I understood, whenever he was done in the marketplace, he'd go to the White Lady and then go to bed. But that's all I know about him. All I have is there's a weird man who doesn't wear a jacket in the cold, and he's got blue glowing eyes. And I was like, I like him. No coat in the middle of winter. Well, strong man.
Yes,
I could do with a husband. I could do with a man like that in my life.
I feel like Leon should have gone to see her yesterday.
Well. You haven't seen anyone else like that, have you?
No, not that I can recall. You see the occasional shaman roll into town, but you stay away from them. Nasty people.
Well,
Well.
thank you very much for sharing your knowledge.
You're very welcome. Now, what you buying?
I'll get 4 ales, please.
Alright, no problem.
Let me see how much I charge them for. They are 4 copper each.
Could I get a discount?
No,
And
fuck
I'm
off.
going to use... I'll just use Mage Hand to kind of wiggle something, just so that, like, eyes glow.
Oh,
Whoa.
now that's interesting. What's going on with your peepers?
Well, who can say? How much was that ale again?
For one of hers, free of charge, sir.
And she just kind of slides the coppers over to you and gives you a wink.
The ales?
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and I'll take the ales back to the table for everyone.
You come back anytime you want now, sweetheart, alright?
Oh god. Thank you very much.
Well, if you ever go missing, we know where to look.
I'm never coming back here again.
As you come over to the table, Simon's like, and well, of course, I mean, there's all sorts of timber that we can use. I believe if I charge just a modicum of a tax, maybe a couple copper here and there, I think I could have these barricades done in under a month or two. With the
Hey,
right
Damien?
willpower. Yes.
Quick question, was this part of your prep?
Nope.
Was any of this part of your prep?
No, I fully expected it to have been at least a combat encounter by now.
You've done extremely well for this, and like I almost felt bad starting this because I was like, I know he's not ready for this, but yeah, it's good.
It's one of them, like, even though I haven't, well, I guess technically, I have prepped it in a way because I do spend time, like, not writing stuff down, but thinking about stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, I've thought a little bit about Nemetra and stuff like that, so I'm like, yeah, I know pretty much how she's going to play out. Like, if I've got, like, a basic grasp of what an NPC is going to be like, what the personality's like, I can just make shit up as I go along.
Yeah,
It tends to work most of the time.
Everyone gets an ale.
Ooh,
Oh,
thank you.
back.
Thank you.
That is the longest I've ever seen her speak with somebody before. What have you done to her?
Really? Oh, that's true.
Oh, yes. I don't get more than 2 words out of her, and I've spent hundreds in this. I mean, to be fair, it's the only lively place in here. This is the only reason why. But my point still stands. I've spent a lot of my money in this place. And all I get is a bugger off. You're spending too much time yapping.
You seem quite friendly.
Really? Oh God, she might have taken a shine to you. I'd be wary. I'm jealous. So, what do you all plan on doing for the rest of the day? Are we getting sourced?
Yes.
A little bit, maybe.
This will be sufficient.
Oh, come on now, enjoy yourself.
Well, we got responsibilities today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Nice little scene,
I'm
but
only
we-
standing around.
Standing around. Ooh, what are you up to?
We just gotta guard some boring cauldron.
Shut.
Cauldron.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like give Satha a look like, what do we do here?
I kind of slap Sniver on the back of the head.
Oh,
Not very
come
nice.
now. That's not very nice. Should be more playful with your slaps.
Well, it was.
I understand. Private work. If you're not comfortable talking about it, you needn't talk about it. I am not a nosy person. Well, I am. But about this in particular,
Siphone's a friend, we can trust him. I tell Siphon a lot of stuff. I didn't tell you, Siphon. Safa here saved my life.
Oh, did she know? How did she save your life?
It's, I was gonna die.
You were going
was
to
alive.
die.
Yes.
Well, what on earth happened?
We were fighting that hag, and she nearly killed me.
Oh, you didn't mention the horrible woman. It was a hag, you say?
I kind of spend
Yes,
one
after all.
point of lay hands to like light up my hand with like radiant light. I have a
That
few
would
tricks.
make me glow too, wouldn't it?
No,
It does
it's
actually,
not
yeah.
flame. So, or
Oh, wait,
would
no,
it?
actually,
Would it?
it's divine magic technically, and it's not a spell, so I'm going to say no. You
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
You do kind of
Interesting.
you do kind of freeze up for a second, like, oh shit.
Yeah, like I'm gonna kind of like look at and okay, interesting. Nothing happened.
That's a wonderful little trick you have there.
Oh, it's nothing really.
I bet for someone like yourself, it probably isn't. So, did you hear about? Oh, you did. Do tell.
She didn't taste very nice, though. I'll say that.
You didn't try eating her, did you?
Maybe.
Oh, you,
Leon goes a little green.
you ghastly thing! Don't tell me of such things.
He's a
Did you hear
silly
about-
little kobold.
Oh, he most certainly is, but adorable nonetheless. I do enjoy his company. It sounds like he actually has a life, whereas you speak to most of the people in here. And I mean, no disrespect, Jim, I know you're listening, but they have such bland, boring lives. I intend to change that. He then goes into like another 20-minute spiel about why he's going to be a great speaker one day. And unless there's anything you guys want to talk about with Scythorn, he is just more than happy to yap your ear off about everything and anything. And he's like, "Oh, did you hear about the meteorite that supposedly hit today? I didn't hear a thing."
All right. So, a bit out of character. What do we care about the most? The money or the welfare of the town? It's like.
I mean, that's again us individually. Like right now, I don't think like Leon's gonna push anything. He's kind of ready to take an exit whenever it comes up, but if you guys are engaging with Scython, like, he's happy to listen, because this is more than he's gonna get at the, White Lady.
I like Scython, but he's not gonna give me 250 gold.
Like, I'm not gonna...
Just for the sake of what's going on right now, I'm going to say Scython, as without even asking if you guys want to top up, has gone up to the bar and tried to get you one anyway, so you do have time to talk amongst yourselves if you wish.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
And Scythorn, being Scythorn, is stopping and talking to everybody who's in his path.
So, do you want to tell him?
About what?
The Cauldron.
I was gonna, but you slapped me.
Yeah, we needed to talk.
I think he has the same resources as the current speaker.
Yeah,
just real quick, so I've just noticed the time. Monk, have you got long left?
20, 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, carry on.
I mean, we can tell him, but you know, sympathetics. Unlucky. You might find it harder to win.
I know he seems like he means well, but it might just be words anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we should discuss with everyone, really.
Yeah, we can. I assume most people are just going to want the easy option of tomorrow we cash out.
We'll find out when we go back tonight.
Excuse me, pardon me, come on through. Mind your backside, Jolene. Here we go, more alcohol for all.
This is probably like Leon's third drink, and he's like, oh no.
Come now, drink up.
Oh no, I'm in danger.
Well, what if we... Yeah, fuck it. What if we don't have to give it to him? We can just tell him.
Is this a conversation I should be turning my back to?
And then I'll just kind of gesture like, well, go ahead then.
So we got this Cauldron.
Don't hit him! Oh, you weren't going to.
No.
It makes soup.
It's fine. When we were at the Hags, we found this cauldron that when you pour water into it and stir it, it creates soup a certain amount each day. And it is quite a lot.
What are you doing with it?
The current speaker has offered us gems worth 2,500 gold for it. And our plan was to take the deal.
Ugh, I can't offer any more than that. Oh, that's quite the pickle. That'll make him very popular.
Certainly will.
But if something were to happen to the pot after we got our money, that wouldn't have anything to do with us.
And even though we might not be able to give it to you, that's up to the rest of the party. I don't think we can. I think most people want the money, but I wanted you to be able to prepare.
Oh, I'm eternally grateful for your warning. I certainly wish I had enough to offer you, but my savings are dwindling, and that's an awful lot of gold to spend on something that might make me speaker.
Yeah.
Unless it's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean that's the main thing. Regardless of whether I'm speaker or not, it's going to put food in people's bellies. That's very, very important.
Yeah, and his plan as well was to stop the human sacrifices with that food.
Blast it! Definitely going to get re-elected. No, I don't know. Maybe if
Maybe your personality will win them over.
That's precisely what I was thinking. Funnily enough, perhaps if he could do that, and then I can persuade people into electing me, I can then say to them, well, I will keep the Cauldron as is. I will give you the... And by the way, I know I'm speaking loud, but he's doing his utmost best to keep this down. But yes, perhaps if I can
I don't know when he plans to announce it, but basically, my thought right now is, what if I were to say that, well, of course, he has the Cauldron, but what if you elect me, and the town still has the Cauldron, and you don't have to have him as speaker? I could make him look very bad if I were to infer that if he weren't elected, he would take the Cauldron with him.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
I think if that Cauldron were public knowledge, he would not be able to get away with that.
He wants to keep it a secret, actually. So he's probably going to use that as, I have a way to get infinite food, but if you say out loud to the whole town what that secret is, then he'll be fucked.
A conspiracy theory. Whisper campaign.
Yes.
I've heard that he has an infinite source of food. Yes, I can see it all now. And,
Infinite for the patient.
Infinite for, well, I am endlessly patient. I come here almost every night, so, you know, infinitely patient.
And if you do end up doing that, if you could be so kind as to wait until after we've left town, just so...
I'm doing nothing without your express permission. I was just about to ask, would I have your permission to tell people he has this in his custody?
I don't think that's up to us.
We'd have the gems and we'd probably be gone, so...
Yeah, we don't tend to stay here.
Yeah, sadly we have to go so eventually, I don't know. Unless we want to stay here and make a soup.
Well, we might be back, but...
No, please do stop by. There's always a space in my office for you. Always have time for you. Always have time to talk.
Appreciate that.
Okay, well, let's say you make the deal tomorrow. About what time will you be receiving payment?
We don't know.
I assume
maybe.
it would be in the morning, but I'm not sure. Did we tell him that we'd go to him, or did we tell him to send for us?
I don't believe anything like that was specified. He said he would have the gems by tomorrow afternoon.
Can we assume maybe that Indra will come get us?
You can if you'd like.
Like, is that logical?
I assumed we were going to go to them, but that was my...
He said she'll be here later, so if we stay here and keep drinking, we can tell her to send for us tomorrow.
Well, we should probably get back to duty.
But then you won't be able to inform the captain.
Yeah, I do think we should get back to the White Lady. I've had more than my share of drinks for today, I think.
No, but you're not even stumbling anywhere. The fun hasn't even begun.
I like to keep my wits about me.
Oh, you're so terribly dull. Sniver, you'll stay and have a drink with me, won't you?
Of course.
Really?
You guys
It was
keep care of the
excellent
Cauldron.
conversation, though. Best conversation.
Before you do leave, let's say everything goes swimmingly tomorrow. If in a day or two's time, perhaps would you be awfully offended if I were to start spreading the rumor that he's had this for several days and he's not been using it to feed anybody because he cares only about his public image?
Well, what's our plans? Are we leaving the next day?
I'm not
We'll have
sure.
to-
We'd have to speak to everyone
Yeah.
else.
we'll
Yeah.
have to speak to
There
everyone.
are 3 others with us, so...
Well,
No, I met that Leo chap.
will you be here tomorrow?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
we
don't think I
can
have
come
any-
back and speak with you briefly again then.
Of course. Well,
We've
where are you
also-
staying right now?
we've
I
been
assume the
staying
White
at the,
Lady.
we've been staying at the White Lady, so if you ever needed to find us while we're in town, I believe we'll be there.
Well, I could possibly come by about 6 or 7. That's when Steve usually takes a nap. I don't really like talking to him.
He also does that at 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, does he now?
Wait, you mean downstairs while we're asleep, he's asleep? He said he keeps a good eye on the place.
Sniver, he keeps 0 eyes on the place. I'm telling you, I have walked into that place at 4 o'clock in the morning, drunk off my arse, and fell over, and he didn't hear a thing.
That's a lot of free alcohol. At 4 a.m.
No, here's the thing. I was already drunk. I thought I was in my house. Then I remembered where I was, and I thought, oh, doesn't matter. I can just stay upstairs, and I'll pay him in the morning. So I went upstairs, I fell asleep. The next morning I came downstairs, he was awake. He thought I'd paid him the day before, and he just let me walk out without paying him a thing.
That sounds like Steve.
I wonder if
Yeah,
he
it
noticed if I
definitely
filled
does.
my flask.
He's a complete moron. A good chap, but a complete moron. But yeah, I'll try. I mean, if you're leaving straight after, I could try and get there earlier. But
We don't currently have any plans. I'm sure we'll be staying another evening.
well, if you are staying another evening, I'll try and pop by about 7 o'clock, and we can discuss perhaps any ideas you might have.
Alright, sounds good.
Will there be
Excellent.
compensation for said ideas?
No,
Or
I'm
is this
sure.
just...
Well, I already appreciate what you've given me. Anything else extra, I would, it would depend what you wanted, really. I can't go giving you taxpayers' money now, that would be straight-up corruption, but, trade favor for favor, of course, I could possibly help.
Oh wait, before everybody leaves, did you have any weird secrets, dreams last night?
Oh, every night.
Same. See, Leon, it's perfectly normal.
Well, we're telling this guy everyone who want to sell it that one shopkeeper who's hoarding magical items.
Does the shopkeeper hold magical?
No, like that wasn't out loud. I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's like, man, we just told this guy everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what I've been doing every night for the past week.
So you're not gonna believe what Scotty said to me today, Shaitan. Fucking hell.
Again, thank you very much for the drinks. The company was appreciated.
Oh, and so was
Trevor
yours.
wasn't wrong when he said that you were a very interesting fellow.
Stop it now. Now go on, off on your way. Enjoy your evening.
Take care, Scythorn. And
You as well.
And yourself.
next time, pay Steve regardless, yeah?
Oh, no.
I don't think I will.
I can't just make a blank face.
He just winks at you and goes, "Okay, I'll behave myself."
And trickles. Alright then. Bye-bye.
Lovely to meet you.
Likewise.
See you guys later.
He tosses you a gold and says, "Go get the brandy." I'm going to get off my tits this evening.
You know what? It's probably a good thing we told him because Sniver was probably going to anyway later.
Most definitely.
He drunkenly stumbles into the White Lady at 12 goes, "What's this about a magical cauldron?"
Let's make some soup, bitch!
I am starving!
Check it out! Now you just stirring! Woo!
I'm going to put some salt in this bitch. Bam!
Lander wakes up like, what the fuck is going on in my room?
Yeah, it's just going on in Lander's room. Like, he wakes up inside there's just soaping into the cauldron. And I think on that note, probably a good place to stop.
Probably. Like, we can go back and...
Yeah, if you guys want to go over and discuss what you discussed with Scythorn, please do feel free.
That
Oh, yeah.
could probably be okay. Yeah, we could go tell you guys.
Mhm. We'll
That
do
shouldn't
that.
take too long. And then at least we get all that.
fucking
wrapped up.
believe this sequel we've just bumped into. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think we'll kind of like cut to us having explained everything and then...
Is Leo
His
up yet?
Oh yeah, good question. I'll check in on Leo.
we were gone for probably at least 4 hours.
Okay, I think
So-
if he hears everybody having met back up, he might finally come out of his room and come down.
So we might have spilled the beans about the cauldron.
To one
Sorry, but
person.
you did what?
If Sathan and I didn't explain it civilly, Sniver was going to do it after we left.
Quick cut back to
so-
the White Trout where Sniver and Scythorn...
So let me get this straight. You rely on me to bring this thing back here, raising no attention whatsoever, and then you just swan off and yap your gums to some sweet-talking local.
Pretty much.
Yes!
Oh shit, you triggered Lander!
I don't think he's going to be in any condition to do anything questionable tonight, considering as we left, he'd already had 7 or 8 ales, and he was about to get the brandy with Sniver, so... we're
Yes,
still
well,
gonna get our
people,
deal.
people when they're intoxicated make very, very rational decisions.
Also, I would keep a very close eye on the cauldron tonight. He did mention that he's coming here at 4 a.m. and just walked into one of the rooms and was undisturbed.
Oh, well, thank you for this.
Yeah, so you know.
I will,
Just for a bit of clarification here, like this happened like months ago when Scythorn said he did that. It's not like he did it, you guys were asleep, you didn't notice, he just left the next day.
You got up, you lifted the lid off the cauldron to see it was up with Sniver, and fucking Sephic was in there too. No, not Sephic, the other one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're just both in there tomorrow.
You know what it means to fall in love, Sniver?
I don't think there's a threat. Satha thought we should bring it up because he would probably be a good speaker for the town. Personally, I'm not too invested in the, what's best for the town. I would like to take our payment.
As long
Yeah, well,
as
so would I.
we
Well,
get the payment.
you know who to thank if we
tomorrow,
don't get the payment
and then
now.
fuck off.
I don't think he's a threat at the moment.
I don't think he would cross us. He seems. I think he's more careful than that.
And then I'm just going to interrupt you because we quick cut back to the wet trout where both Niver and Scythorn are topless dancing on a table.
There's a place I like to go. It is, I do not know, must be under all that stuff.
Hey! Hey! Quick cut back to the right. Quick cut back to the right lady. Just a loud fucking techno music coming from outside.
Well, so he said he would not do anything with the info.
He's probably going to do something with the info, but that won't be our concern.
Well, we'll be long gone by then. Was the
Yeah.
agreement.
Speaking of, do we have anywhere to go after this? Should we... This is very comfortable and all, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not making any progress with my studies on the city.
Do you know where you might be able to find something?
The only lead I have so far is Scythorn saying that there's apparently a man with a scar on his left cheek, I believe, who claims to have been in one of the spires of the city. I
As
don't
in
think...
alive?
Yes.
Oh.
But I don't think I can really... If any of you want to wait for me to comb the entire city for this person who may or may not have just been making up drunken tales.
How dare you?
Yes. I do think that going to another town would probably be more useful to me. Is there anywhere you guys think we should go?
I mean...
Actually, roll a d10 for me.
D10?
You can.
Okay.
Oh, is this for... Oh, that's
I got a 6.
dolphin.
Every answer is
Oh my god, I don't believe it. I'm afraid. Right, okay, hang on, let me find the table first.
It's gonna be so funny if Steve's like, "Hey, have you heard about those kobolds in that mine?"
You say you want somewhere to go?
Please be it.
No, it's no, but it's just as funny. Steve in his sleep mutters about fishermen who went missing near a hag. I have rolled twice in this table and you guys have rolled one. So far it's went go to Tourmaline, go to Tourmaline. No wait, you're in the right place anyway.
And you've already done it.
Yep.
Thank you, Steve. Yes.
Well,
Do you want to roll again? Or are you guys like happy with Tourmaline?
I'll roll
I mean,
again.
you have been shoving it down our throats.
I've nothing. People mentioned it.
Damien, that's a 7.
7.
What does he mutter this time?
What is happening?
Something
Anything
about
else, Steve?
something about a stolen cask of mead.
Ooh.
Something about a stolen cask of honey mead from Goodmead.
Oh, so not when he was asleep.
No, he must have stopped while he's asleep. No, I'm joking. Like, he kind of wakes up. He's like, "Oh, he's off to. He's leaving."
Not right now.
Oh,
But
Probably
maybe
next
maybe in the
week.
next couple days.
oh, you're taking the suit, would you?
Yeah.
No, that's a bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah. Apologies. We've left all we can though. There's
No,
a
no
really
problem.
good bunch outside.
Where does it use it heading to?
Tourmaline.
Alright.
We're not positive.
Yeah.
Tourmaline, I've heard good things about Tourmaline, you know.
Yeah. Any rumors?
No, the only thing I've heard about recently is apparently there's been something big coming out of the woods and stealing casks of honeymead and good mead.
In Tourmaline.
No, in honeymead. Sorry, in good mead. Sorry.
Good mead. Good mead. Where's good mead?
It's just southwest, yeah.
Oh, what a coincidence! Number 7's right next to East Haven. I bet you're gonna blame me for that now as well. Motherfuckers.
Oh, stolen mead, how enticing.
Oh, mead from good
Dave.
Personally,
Okay.
if I feel like even the Tourmaline rumor, the second time wasn't just Siphon that said it, so honestly most of us didn't hear it. But one of you mentioned Tourmaline,
sorry.
and
Apologies, I got something wrong. What I should have said is, I heard a rumor somebody who was in last night was saying that that the town speaker in Goodmead was killed by like a 9-foot tall giant thing.
Okay, that's very different.
And then he...
Would rather avoid good mead if that's all it's saying to you.
No,
I thought he was sleeping and he like mumbled stolen mead, and then he wakes up and he's like, oh no, someone was murdered.
No, but here's the bad thing, like, after he killed the town speaker, it stole the shipments of mead from a tavern there as well.
What?
And if they don't get it back, some taverns might run dry.
Oh
So that's
no.
pretty bad.
So Tourmaline?
Bully for them.
Seems like a them problem. Let's head to Tourmaline.
Tourmaline is closer to Kelvin's Cairn, and that is where my interest currently lies.
Oh.
With a passion. I can't wait to kill your soul. Roll on the table until you get a different fucking room. He's like, no, fuck that, let's go to Tourmaline.
Well, you shouldn't have forced it down our throats.
I didn't force it down your throats!
I sincerely hope our next 3 rolls are all Tourmaline.
Well, since the DM insists, I think we should head to Tourmaline.
I did not insist!
The ceiling god commands.
Did you guys hear something?
Roll another D10, bitch!
Saw a kobold the other day. Disgusting creatures.
I am more Skyrim NPC!
Oh my god.
The ceiling god, the Skyrim NPC? What?
Cassie, roll another
Is that what
D10.
we're figuring out?
I'll roll a d10.
I thought it was just a divine being.
I got a 1.
Oh?
Oh yeah, there was something else interesting I had today as well.
Oh, really?
More into
Yeah.
stolen mead.
Oh yeah, definitely more. Well, I mean, I'm a bar owner. That's like dead interesting to me because if I don't get more honeymead like in the next week or two, it's gotta be shit. Let's be honest, honeymead's the best. But turns out there's have you heard of Bremen? Have you been to Bremen before?
No.
I've been to Bremen.
Oh right. Well, apparently there's a lake monster that's been terrorizing the fishes around there. Somebody wants help getting rid of it. I don't know. They're not getting fish in, basically, is what I'm hearing.
Oh.
And there's a lake monster.
That also sounds like a them problem.
That's bad. That's bad.
But the kobolds are a you problem, right?
They are they play
Yeah, a kobold isn't us problem, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a kobold is your problem.
I mean, Bremen's almost on the way to...
78 all kobolds on site.
Yeah, good meat's almost on the way too, if you want to count it like that.
No, that's different.
Is it?
Oh, we're not going to add all these to our quest log, are we?
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna
I
snap
just
all the
imagine Lander with like an actual like pen and paper out, like, wait, are we doing this? Should I write this down?
And I think on that note, probably a good place to end.
Sure, although we should decide what we're doing next time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is there
Okay, cool.
anything that you guys have input on regarding, other than going, you fucking assholes, why the fuck did you tell anyone about this, you stupid fucking idiots?
So after we
Let's go to the town
hand
where
over
people
any
make
of
good
the money,
decisions.
So which quest have you just given us there, Damien?
No,
That's a question.
the cauldron is the thing we need to.
Yeah, Cauldron is the current thing.
This is the 10th rumor. In Bremen, fishers are being terrorized by a monster that lives in Mare Dualdon. Strange that none of the other towns on the lake have been harangued by the monster.
So, we've got 2 quests that we could go and do.
3.
3?
I'm going to be completely honest. Tourmaline was what, cannibalistic kobolds? We already have one of those. I don't think we should get involved in that.
It's also the furthest.
Yeah,
We
good
said-
meat is
Turn
the
him
closest.
to his people.
Okay, let's go to Tourmaline.
Be gone with him.
Be gone, fucks!
Actually, Tourmaline is in my interests in terms of location.
Yeah, why do you want to go to Kelvin's Cairn?
That's where everyone's been saying that my flying city has apparently landed, so I assume going closer to there would yield more information.
What if
That's
we
why I wanted to go to
head
the Wet Trout tonight.
towards Tourmaline and hit up like a couple of places on the way, like Goodmead, maybe like check out what's happening in Targos, and then head up to Tourmaline and then to Kelvin's Cairn?
I'm certainly not rushed, I suppose. I would like to learn more about this.
Well, Goodmead is the nearest, and it's also like the lowest kind of risk.
Yeah,
So-
stolen mead. Ooh, a giant. Ooh. We've already killed a couple of those, I think. And by we, I mean the cowards who... Not the cowards who ran out of the room.
Correct yourself before you check yourself.
So are we just doing a full tour of Icewind Dale?
So what, do we want to go to Goodmead first?
Pub crawl.
Is that what
Let's
we're
go.
Pub crawl! Pub crawl, Icewind Dale!
Yeah, starting with the best place, Goodmead.
saying? 2 days between each town.
Yeah, you be sober as fuck.
It's more of like a hypothermia crawl than a pub crawl.
We're gonna find the perfect amount to keep you warm.
Exactly.
So are there actual roads? Because the map seems to indicate that it's like an actual defined.
Yeah, there are pathways to and from
Yeah,
different
like there's
towns.
trade and shit, so I assume there is some kind of
Yeah.
roads.
Yeah,
And
so
I
if
can
you follow the
tell you-
road, then it's going to take you that way anyway.
So we're going
think
off
this
of
is-
rumors that Steven has told us, huh?
Steven.
Okay, so this is strange. I'm reading in the book. I was just having a look at Goodmead. Overland travel from Goodmead to Bryn Shander 6 hours, Cair Denival 8 hours, Dugan's Hole 4 hours, East Haven 4.5 miles. What? Why does it say hours and then miles? That's a misprint, surely.
There must be.
Map not to scale.
Yeah. or abiding to the rules of time, apparently.
If it's 6 hours to Bryn Shander, that means it would only take you about 3 hours to get to Goodmead.
Well, what's his face went there and back within a day, right? So
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like between the 10 towns. Like I think like the longest journey you could probably do, if you're not going as the crow flies, is Cair Koenig to Lonelywood, and that would probably take the better part of the day.
God, that makes it seem so much smaller than like the map implies to me. But yeah.
Oh, these aren't the only places. Like minor spoiler, these aren't the only places in Icewind Dale. Like at some point you'll go.
Are they the only places that I currently know of?
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, they are the only places you would know about. It's not that there are like settled places out there, but there are points of interest around around Icewind Dale.
I just need to make sure that as far as Leon knows, these are the only places.
Yeah.
You've got to follow the roads, though, haven't you? 'Cause it's like fuck off mountains and the way and shit.
Well, I mean,
probably a
you would be
nightmare.
aware that like there are other settlements out there. Like the 10 Towns is the only place where like you'll find large settlements of people, but in the spine of the world you'll find Orc, Goliath, and human tribes and stuff like that. Out in the wastes, you'll find like packs of gnolls and stuff like that. It's there is like a lot of life out there. It's just very few and far between once you get past 10 Towns.
But not a city that fell from the sky.
Okay.
That everybody's aware of.
So to be clear for next time, whenever that is,
Yeah.
we need to sell the Cauldron, and then we're just gonna leave, right?
Yep.
And where are we
Sell
gonna
the
get?
Cauldron and speak to Siphon.
And then
Why do we need to speak to?
right,
Well,
like
he's gonna come seek us out.
Yeah, so
Oh.
give him that.
I guess we'll
The
point
thumbs
that
up, I
out.
guess.
Tomorrow night, Scython's gonna come by and ask if we sold the Cauldron so that he can start spreading juicy gossip about how the current speaker is an
I'm
asshole.
going to spill the tea, darling.
I don't think keeping a secret was part of the deal, right? So.
Yeah, no,
I think it
again,
goes-
like, this doesn't concern us at all.
I think it goes without saying that we need to, at some point, work out a way to liquidate the gems, because otherwise, like,
Yeah.
I
just
don't-
gonna have a shit ton of gems and no actual money we can spend.
Like, Bryn Shander had more shops, right? Maybe when we pass through there, because I feel like there's nobody. in
There's a
East Haven
gem
who has
mine in
enough money.
Tourmaline. Maybe the owner knows stuff about gems and we can sell them to him.
Why does Sniver make smart comments sometimes?
But
This is
if
our
they have a
character,
gem
I'm not
mine there, wouldn't
Oh yeah, that's right.
there be a lot of
Sniver's
gems there?
Sniver is not making anything smart right now.
No, Sniver's so drunk he just kind of says that like, I bet you we can liquidate the gems.
He's currently like naked in the wet shroud, getting chased around by the metro with a broom. Like Tom and
What
Jerry.
was that you say, Monk?
I was saying like, if there is a gem mine in Tourmaline, wouldn't there be a lot of gems there, so the gems wouldn't be worth as much?
I kind of wondered that too.
I mean,
More
we
like
can
the-
inquire
Well, they
as
don't
we
have
go.
access. They don't have
It doesn't
access to the
matter who
gems,
buys
maybe.
them. We just hopefully we'll find someone on the way, which I guess could be another reason to stop off at Goodmead.
We can even do bit by bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, like, what's the demand for gems in like a economy which is mostly based around food and warmth?
Yeah.
Did we agree to the party fund idea, by the way, Leo? What were your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, I'm happy to do that. I feel like I don't really need any more money. I already have more than I've ever had in my life.
How much money do you have?
He like whispers a little bit. I have 33 gold.
Oh, that's more
Oh,
than a lot
wow.
more than me. Holy shit. Well, yeah. As I said, as long as we have enough to feed and shelter ourselves, should be fine. And if we use this quote-unquote party fund, I assume everyone has to approve the usage of it. And if we
Yeah.
have any issues, I guess we can just split it on the spot.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
At least then we won't have to think about it until then.
Yeah.
You know, it's very interesting that we all met up. We're all very capable adventurers, it seems, and quite the stroke
Yeah.
of luck.
No, I'm glad. I don't really know how much I could do on my own.
And with that, I think we'll probably put an end to the
Yeah.
section. But not before going back to the wet shroud for just a moment to watch being booted out the front door at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Clothes thrown out 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm just going to stop the stream there. There's been a couple of people who popped in. Hello and goodbye. And hope you enjoyed. And I don't know when we'll be back because I think we've got a busy couple of weeks coming up for everybody.
I'm off for a week. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, I thought this was like the last time we could meet up for like 3 weeks or something like that.
Maybe for other people, but yeah, no, I'm straight up off until the 5th of April.
That should be
nice.
Another
good.
day I could join.
Oh,
Yeah, I
cool.
think,
Of course, we can have
next
some fun.
weekend is good for me. I
I
think.
can't play Saturday, so
Yeah,
it'd
I
either have
can't
to
do
be,
Saturday either.
it'd be Friday or Sunday for me.
Friday would be better for me, but I
Same.
could do Sunday. It's just Sunday I might go see my family. It's Easter.
I could do
Okay,
Friday.
family. He's more important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
could do
like I
Friday.
would
I
100%.
just immediately agreed with you there.
No, yeah, I'd skip it for D&D 100%.
Wait, skip one?
Yeah, they don't have
Easter.
knucklehead trout.
Oh,
Well, it's a big family supper, but it's COVID, so I can
Yeah.
pass. Also, this campaign has so much soul. I love us.
yeah, really fun.
Oh my god.
Very
So what
personal.
were you prepped for, Damien?
The only thing that I was panic prepping was the dream sequences that we done in the beginning.
Hmm.
Because
those were so
Those were really
good,
good.
by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were epic.
you entirely avoided a combat encounter, and
Shocking.
I was essentially prepared for you to go right up to Tourmaline and start doing your business there.
Wow, you were prepared for that like 4 sessions ago.
Yeah.
I know. I've added more stuff. Like, I really, you know, jokes aside, I really hope it didn't seem that, like, again, I know I've said this before, but, like, it's not like I'm saying, go to Tourmaline, go to Tourmaline.
No, it's not.
We're
It
just
is
joking.
a
Making a
running
meme
joke.
out of it.
Yeah, it's literally just our joke.
Well, I have given you 2 of the quests there, so...
Yeah, are we thinking good meat next?
It's literally only twice it's been mentioned. It was twice in a row, so we're all like, oh, I guess we gotta go to Tourmaline.
Fucking hilarious. By the way, first 3 rolls that we did was like, okay, so I done the first roll to see where you'd be going after Bryn Shander, so East Haven was the one that I rolled. Then after that, if you speak to, the book says, if you go and speak to Scythorn, he would have a rumor for you. So I rolled, it said Tourmaline. And then somebody asked something about one of the town speakers, and not to give too much away, but there is something going on with the Tourmaline town speaker. So that got brought up, and then you went back and spoke to Scythorn, and you gave him some juicy gossip and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, it makes sense that they get to, you know, see if he said another ruler. Boom, roll the 10, Tourmaline again. And then today we rolled again, and it's like, nah, East Haven, you could just stay here. But they've done nothing else. The dice have spoken.
Also, one thing I want to point out, Damien, you have done a fucking 10 out of 10 job of bringing life to these NPCs.
Yeah.
Basically.
For real.
Managing our rambling.
Like, on it, every single fucking non-player character that we've spoken to has been so good.
I thank you so much for that. It's a great compliment because like I do genuinely like I want the NPCs to not just be like we joked earlier like Skyrim NPCs.
Yeah.
Oh wait to get Stalingrad. Like no, that's so boring. Like I'm not going to say the same thing over and over and over again. Like I like to give them a little bit of life. And
I'm bad with names, but they are all extremely memorable.
I am bad with names as well. I've got the name of my own bartender.
Keep chatting for a bit.
Like, my own bartender is just a sleazy version of me. So,